There we go. All right, we should be on. We on, my friends. What's happening? Get a fucking microphone. Can y'all see my big head? And how is the audio? Is the audio good? Unfortunately, Jan Joker is away. I'm hoping you guys can see me. Hello, hello, all. Give me something in the there we go. Anyone? Can anyone see me yet, or what are we doing? Give me some love in the chat so I can see. All right, we're laughing. How are you, my friends? Good to see you all. Yeah, the Joker's away today. It's Father's Day for everywhere in the world except for Australia, by the sounds of it. So we have ours in September. Good to see you, Cole, Destructor, Samantha, Jan, Scotty, everyone in the chat, GV. Pork, good to see you, my friend. Joshua Tro, I like that, Joshua Tro. Yeah, you know, it's an interesting week. I'm still a hillbilly this week, toothless hillbilly. Who spotted it last week? I think it was Jan spotted it. You know, praise be Seagal. What can you say? I do have some devastating news though, and this is really devastating. Okay, I literally just smoked my last joint before. I thought I had more weed, but I ran out. I got some more coming tomorrow, but I mean, I'm shattered. But I do have the cup overfloweth, my friends, so we'll be all right with that. We'll have to go with liquor. I'm still a bit disappointed that I didn't pay attention to my reserves, but anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, so happy Father's Day to all of those that celebrated today and maybe fathers. Harley Quinn, good to see you. Yeah, so today's schedule, again, we're professional here. Now, here I have a little bit of a disclosure also, a little bit of disclosure. Yeah, good work, Cole. I've got to get up at 6 a.m. my time, which is in approximately 7 hours. So by the time we finish this stream, if we go for 2 or 3 hours, I'll probably get about 4 hours sleep. Is drinking a good idea? Probably not. When I have to ride to the airport in the morning to farewell somebody and then ride their missus back. But, you know, we'll be right. I'll be responsible with my drinking tonight because that's what Seagal would do. Emmanuel, when will I bring Sensei himself? When Sensei himself will come. Zig, good to see you, my friend. Glowing. How are you, my friends? Emmanuel, I don't know if he'll come. I hope that he pops in every now and again. I would love for him to come in and say hi, but I'm not sure it's going to work. We'll get to that in a minute. But tonight's schedule, my friends, is we're going to read some comments of the week. We'll go through some pictures. Miser's not here yet. Hopefully Miser rocks up at some point. He's always good value in the chat, but he's also been sending me some photos of his Photoshop work. So I thought we'd go through a little bit of a montage of my progress on the channel. Now, Harley, you're too good. Starting off early days. You're a legend. I'll give you a love heart for that. We're coming. By the way, I made a Bullshido video, yeah? So just off topic. You guys can all see the screen, yeah? Humongous, good to see you, my friend. You guys can all see the screen as well as my fat head. Is that correct? So these are my most viral videos that I've had. Right, my top one is like 1.8 million views. I can't really claim too much on that one. It's just Seagal, a bunch of compilations of Seagal mocking people. But that's been my top view. And then the Bullshido Awards, right? Zig, I think everyone's had a good week there. Let's spend a bit of time catching up before we get into it. We're a bit early anyway. Humongous, what's happening, mate? How was Gorks and whatever the other thing was called? I think that's a band. How was the Gork thing? No, really. Yeah, there's been a few snakes that have crawled into the they've caused the power to go out. DZ, good to see you, brother. Yes, there's a lot of snakes in the area. It's troubling. We'll catch you soon, Pork Fang. Go grab that. Was it you going to grab the liquor? I think it was. No, I'm getting confused. No, it was Cole. Okay, well, whatever you're doing, Pork, come back. I can do about an hour or so as England are playing tonight, and I have to get ready. Yeah, mate, all good. I've got about probably 2 hours up my sleeve, maybe 3 maximum, but I'm hoping we'll finish up at 2 hours. Emmanuel, I've already done a review of Belly and the Beast, mate. I've already done a review. It's where is it? Here it is. He's a trans-beating pacifist. Steven Seagal does acrobatics and fights a ladyboy wearing a blue muumuu. Belly of the beast. It's already been done, my friend. Gua, ex-cops, squid pisser, and weed eater was awesome. That sounds like some kind of BDSM bloody swinger kind of shit. There's a new video on Seagal, but but it's funny. There's a lot of people doing videos about Seagal. We'll get to that in a moment anyway as well. Have I seen the Steven Seagal? I have seen some of. Yeah, we'll be doing movie reviews on True. We'll get to True Justice at some point. Harley, believe me. There is a never-ending. There's a plethora of Seagal entertainment out there. Sensei stays seated in every bloody show he does. Really, from about 2012. Maybe 15 if I'm being generous. Yeah, Seagal sits a lot. Serbia 2, England 1. That's low, dude. Thanks, Ali. Did you see the Pepsi Challenger video I sent in Discord? No, I haven't, mate. I should really check Discord more often. I really don't. I'll get to it. I'll get to it after this, mate. I haven't, no. Pepsi Challenger video. Yeah, Belly of the Beast is horrible, but yeah, I've done a movie review on that, and True Justice we will get to at some point. But yeah, so it's coming. The point I was making earlier is we're coming up to the 1 year anniversary of the official Bullshido Awards video, which has also done quite well. I'm not going to lie, 900,000 views. I'm pretty happy with that. Kev, good to see you, my friend. How are you, brother? Mr. Sensei walked past there. She's cooking up some, I don't know, some spicy. Man, she ate some spicy shit. Like, they all tell me I've got a decent palate for a white dude eating spicy stuff. But, man, I was actually thinking of just starting a series of Aussie bloke versus Thai lady in a spice challenge. Everything she eats, I'll taste it and literally probably be shitting fire for the next week. Plague Bunny, legend, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. You just jump in straight away with a Seagal contribution towards the church. Well done. That's bold move. Funky, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, so I was thinking of starting a spice challenge. We'll see how we go. But anyway, I digress a lot on this channel because I just go like a fucking pinball machine. But the point is, we're coming up to a year. July 1st will be a year for the Bullshido Awards. So it might be time for a number 2. I don't know. What are we thinking for the Bullshido Awards number 2? Who would the competitors be? Obviously, at the top, Big Papa's going to be one of the top 3. Who should the other 2 be for the Bullshido Awards? That's a question. Cliff, good to see you. Noam as well, good to see you, my friends. Yeah, what do we reckon for Bullshido artists besides Big Papa? DB. My missus has no idea. She has a bit of an idea of what's going on. She gets the general gist of it, and she watches some of my videos. Liver King, where's Watson? But she doesn't quite get the whole cult of Seagalism thing. Different cultures, mate. It's a different thing over here. It's I'm learning. It's a very, very different world. Chuck Norris and JCVD. I don't know about that, Jan. And we're talking like real, you know. I could do that, I guess. I could do that. That Chuck Norris, JCVD, and Van Damme in a video of Bullshido Artist Awards would probably get me a lot of views just out of hate for people that would be like, what are you talking about? Chuck Norris and JCVD are legit. It's not a bad idea. Liver King and Wes Watson. Glowing, I am going to do a Neil Breen review. So the plan is, I was supposed to start a Lawman, but I didn't get to finish it today, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't even get to start it. I've done the script, but I haven't even started the thing. But the plan is, I've got another Lawman coming. That's going to happen, obviously, progressively. The next one's going to be a Seagal movie review. Then Neil Breen's next on the list. And then we'll come back to Seagal or Bullshido at some point. But, yeah, we're definitely going to get back onto Neil Breen after watching his shit last week. It's just been a bit of a crazy week this week, dealing with some family issues and some friends have had some issues over here. But that's not an excuse. I'm still working away, but we're getting there. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Chuck Norris, John Claude Van Damme might be an idea. Russia, we've got some news about Big Daddy in Russia. We'll get to that as well at some point. Again, the latest. Have you guys all? Okay, we'll do a poll. We're doing a poll for Paul. Have you seen the latest internal Bullshido? I mean, I'm guessing most of you probably have because you're like legit hardcore Seagalians. But I am curious to know. I mean, we could watch that one. We're going to talk a little bit about that Marshall camp as well. And then we're going to talk about figurines. So, again, I don't have anything fresh to show you guys that I've made other than the Bullshido video if you haven't seen it. I pretty much did that last week and I finished the rest of the fake gurus. I do have this for you, though. Where's Dino? Dino's not here. I was getting a lot of hate from Dino last week. Well, not hate, but he didn't love the video last week. You love getting polled by Sensei. I love polling your glowing. I love to throw my poll out wherever I can. 20%. All right. Well, we'll give it a bit more. How many people are actually in this at the moment? No, we've got about 36. We'll give it a bit more. It's about the internal martial arts camp. It was a bit of fun for me. I'm not going to lie. Watching that video. I tell you what we'll do is after this poll's finished, I'll run another. All right, well, look, 2/3 to a third. It's interesting. All right, we're going to watch it. Does anyone have a... Can I start another poll while this poll's running? You can't, can you? Let's start Q&A. What's a Q&A? I mean, you can pretty much ask me what you want in the chat anyway. Humongous. Slap that like button like it was Seagal slapping his wife. I like it. Cheers. Well, all right. So 67, yes. 60, all right. New poll. I'm going to end this poll. Well, I mean, I was planning to watch it with y'all and talk about it. Are you all right with that, or you don't want to watch it? Because I mean, 2/3 of you have seen it, 1/3 of you haven't. If you're all right with watching that, I would like to watch that, and then we can talk about it. And then I want to go into the actual martial arts camp and a bit more detail about it. So, are you happy to watch and discuss the internal Bullshido? Poll time again. Too many poll. I'm going poll heavy. Call me poll heavy. I love it. Okay. Now, before we get into that though, before we get into that shit, let's get a few things out of the way. Now, I like. We'll go through some of the funniest comments of the week. Check the YouTube link. What does that mean? Check the YouTube link for what? Some of my favorite comments for the week. This guy here. I like Steven Seagal. Hold on, I'll make it a bit bigger. There we go. I like Steven Seagal. That is why I'm here. I think as a martial artist, he should take an L for being seduced by the pampered lifestyle of a Hollywood celebrity. Big Daddy Fumbles, or whatever you like to refer to him as, is fair game. But how far can you really go with the name calling before you fall into his Aikido trap and it's just you and Steven Seagal in the woods facing it off? I like this guy. I like his attitude. I first thought he was giving me shit, but he wasn't. Now this guy here, he really didn't get the patronization that's going on. I do agree that there's Bullshido out. I do agree that there's Bullshido out there, including so-called kung fu masters. But every martial art have Bullshido, and in this video is like you attacking kung fu in general, saying all kung fu are bullshit, which is not. You want real kung fu? Go to Shaolin. Go challenge Taiwanese presidential bodyguard, which have kung fu name Baji Huan as their main style. Go challenge Chinese soldiers. Kung fu has thousands of years of history in real battlefields and wars, and you say they are all fake. I just said kung fu is useful when incorporated with other forms, like combining corn chips and chocolates. Who can tell me that corn chips and chocolate's not just fucking delicious? He went to ramble on about some other shit. No need for incorporating blah, 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 blah. And then all I said to him, have you ever tried the chocolate and corn chip combination, though? And he wrote, not everyone likes chocolate and corn chips. Some of us love mantou. I don't know what mantou is. Some of us love donuts. What the hell's mantou? Some of us love donuts. And I responded with, and cookies. We love cookies. Yeah, Kev, that's not a bad combination. Corn chips and hazelnut, hey? Like Nutella. I mean, my mate used to dip corn chips into Nutella all the time. Exactly, humongous. That's what I heard too. Yeah. No. Hold on. And this is one of my. This one's another favorite of mine. This guy here clearly doesn't understand what's going on or sarcasm. Steven Seagal is not a fake martial artist. He is quite good in what he does. What you're showing in your videos out of hatred for the man are his movies. In case you never knew, all movies are fake because they're scripted. That includes every badass fight you see with your eyes. If you want to hate something about Seagal, hate his personality because he's not because he's a nasty person. But don't dismiss his martial arts skill because you don't really know what he's capable of. I said, hatred for the man. You've got it all wrong, bruv. Nothing but love for Big Papa. Does he even know you? What's with the teasing? Why do you have his head as an avatar like you just sliced it off? Is this how you treat one of your buddies? He thinks I'm mates with Seagal. He is the head of our community. He speaks to me in my dreams. He guides me in every decision in life. Seagalism is the way forward. In other words, he's your god, right? I mean, this guy he's just a legend. I mean, Lord bless his soul. And now, this one kind of got me a little bit. Check this out, right? I've been called a lot of names on this channel. I get a lot. Hey, the positivity is overwhelming, but you get some negativity here, negativity here and there as well. Like this bloke here. So this is on the Dan Pena video. You know, the two dickheads that were the fake gurus. This is the two dickhead fake guru video, right? I actually went to Dan Pena's castle and learned QLA, which is his bullshit course. I've been doing it for the last 6 years. He's actually the real deal. So I wrote to this guy, are you a super rich badass millionaire? You look very corporate handsome. I'd go there if I was gay. But Dan would be upset that you're wasting your time with fools like me. Now, you know, he's a handsome looking bloke in his little shirt there, button-up shirt. And then someone wrote back, someone unrelated, you are so toxic. I mean, I was like, damn, I've been called a lot of shit. But toxic? I mean, that's pretty full on. That hurt a little bit. I mean, toxic, that's the kind of shit you say to, like, you know, crazy women and ex-girlfriends that try and kill you and shit, or your partner is a douchebag and, you know, he's a controlling wanker. I mean, that's toxic, not fucking me. What's the meth like in Thailand? I don't know, mate. Meth's not my jam. I'm more of a weed, and they do love some shit called yabba over here, whatever the fuck that is. I think it's a mix of a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, toxic. That was hilarious. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, we've got some new Seagal videos to get through. But we'll get there. Before we get into the Bullshido, this is from Seagal, latest in June 2024. All right, you get the hottest shit here off the presses. Hot off the presses, this shit. Yeah, like I'm putting TMZ and shit to shame. Not that anyone cares about Seagal in the real world. But this is him right now, 2024.
What I try to do is end it before it begins. So what I do when he punches, что я делаю, когда удар, это заканчиваю до того, как это началось, настоящим ударом, который забирает обратно. Не подиграюсь боевое искусство, а по-настоящему делаю технику.
Yeah, that was it. So basically, he tries to end it, like he said, he doesn't care about the law. His job is to end it as quick as possible. Kev, I agree wholeheartedly with you. Seagal is a champion at Aikido for what that is worth. It would be good enough to beat up the average person. He knows enough stuff to be able to do damage. He would have learned some other shit. He's lazy, he lies. But he's still relevant in some way. By the way, this is going to get me demonetized, but this weekend show always gets demonetized anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to play a compilation of
Fucking dogs that they are.
this is a compilation of Danny Boy's, kind of off topic. Sorry, again, I digress. I bounce around like a dickhead here, but this is the compilation of Danny Boy's finest. Oh, nice. Everyone's gone with yes. Finest words. Before we get into the internal, and then we'll get into the internal, and then we'll get to Seagal. But this is Dan's finest moment. So, disclaimer in the morning: if anyone is under the age of 18 or has a problem with profanity, well, firstly, you're on the wrong channel. But secondly, you definitely should not watch this shit. I mean, this just made me laugh because he's a dickhead.
Fucking dogs that they are. fucking fat mother's thigh, you stupid cunts. Who the fuck said that? You don't, you fucking retards. Your fucking weak cunt lives. What the fuck do I have to do here? For 50 fucking years. Your wife's a filthy slut whore. What the fuck happened? Get away, bitch, and now fucking hit him with a brick. What the fuck happened? Is every man in fucking Britain a mealy mouth weenie? Not a fucking thing. Not a fucking thing. I was too much of a fucking cunt. You filthy fucking whore. Get the fuck out. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. And why do I treat everybody like shit? I was too much of a fucking...
Sorry, Rabbit, I didn't see you come in, brother. Good to see you, my friend. Leroy as well, if I didn't say hello. Germanism, good to see you all. Prodigy. The Prodigy.
Cunt. Fucking works. You snowflake cunt. You fucking weenies. Most of you should have never been born. That you fucking hang with. Cocksuckers, but you're retarded. Do you realize the rest of the world laughs at us? Do you realize the Russians think... Hold
on, this is the part I want you all to watch now. He's talking about you, my US brethren. I assume he's talking about most of you guys because he's in the US of A. And this is what... Seagal and Dan would be good friends. Just keep watching.
Do you realize the Russians think we're all faggots? Do you realize most of the Eastern Bloc countries think we're faggots? Because we are! Now look at you miserable fucking shitbags. Because you're a cunt. Where's the vagina cream? I give you this vagina cream so you can rub it on your snatch. Because you're all cunts. Everybody you know is a cunt, you fucking idiot. You fucking meathead moron. And so shut the fuck up. I give a fuck with you and fucking try me. I don't give a fuck. Do you understand me? I don't give a fuck if your mother died in your arms. Where's the fucking weekly report, you cunt?
So obviously Dan's a charming fellow. That's one thing we learned there. What's going on now? Yeah, Dan's clearly a bit of a charmer. What was the question before someone wrote? Why do people pay to listen to this man? I don't know, Cliff. I literally just showed you a comment of some bloke saying that it works. Yeah, he went to Dan's course and learned a lot. He's been doing it for last 6 years, and he's the real deal. So I guess he's the real deal. Kristen, how are you? That's all right. You haven't missed too much. We've just been talking shit. That's pretty much what this Sunday is about. Funnily enough, I mean, honestly, this is about as structured as it gets. I plan a little bit beforehand, but this is essentially like you guys just drinking with me in my living room, which you are, as you can see. It's basically what it is. One day if we open up a church, maybe. But for now, yeah. Yeah, nonsense talk is what it's all about. There's enough bullshit in the world. Nonsense talk is where it's at. All right, we're gonna watch we'll watch the internal martial arts video. Which, by the way, I had a ball 16th in America. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. This clock here that you're seeing on my screen is Australian time, so that's probably why. Yeah, I figured we'd watch the internal martial arts video, and then we're going to go a little bit deeper into the martial arts camp video and the actual session itself. It's actually held in Thailand, so that's interesting. Plague Bunny. Locke, Pena, or Tate? Who's most credible? Wow. That's like asking, would I rather eat a piece of shit or would I rather eat some, I don't know, yeah, some a fucking placenta or something. I mean, it's not ideal. Steven Seagal fight Van Damme. That can't be real. Let's check that out. Steven Seagal fight Van Damme. I'm not. What are you talking? No, I don't think so. What are we talking about here? Who wrote that? Emmanuel, what are you talking about? It's a movie trailer. Movie trailer. Is this the one? Is this the one you're talking about? Is it Tiff versus? Keep scrolling. But there's no Steven Seagal versus Van Damme movie trailer. It doesn't exist. They're not gonna fight. Keep scrolling. No, you need to be more specific. There's no Steven Seagal fight Van Damme movie trailer. Right, Steven Seagal fight Van Damme. What the hell is spliced? I don't know what spliced is. What does spliced mean? Steven Seagal fight Van Damme on spliced. All right. Ah, okay. What the fuck? This can't be real. There's no way this is real. Oh.
I'll never understand you Americans.
Ah.
Can't you fight each other? Llévalo.
By the way, before we go any further, Emmanuel, if this is actually Steven Seagal and Van Damme fighting, which it won't be, it'd be pretty much like Steven Seagal and Mike Tyson fighting in China Salesman. Yeah, I think Glowing, you're right, mate. Ah, okay.
Finally, Steve and John get it on. The Seagal.
Okay, that was just some edited shit. I thought it was real for a second, which I knew was going to be impossible, but I was hoping it was going to be real. Yeah, it's not real. Yeah, you got our hopes up there, Emmanuel. It's like a cock tease. All right, where are we? Let's do it. So again, I had a lot of fun doing this one, and I actually got it through without getting restricted, which is nice. I did get a few comments from people telling me that I should challenge these guys because they're the real deal, right? I'm not going to say they're not legit martial artists, but my comments are about what they're doing in these videos, and we'll get to it later. I didn't mock everyone in the videos because some of them seem a little more legit than others, but this internal martial arts camp, by the way, for those of you that aren't aware, it's about $3.5K, including accommodation though, for a week. But still, we'll get to that later. We'll dive into that a bit later. Don't worry. But let's have a watch and have a bit of a chat, my friend. Will, good to see you. Vito Corleone.
Martial arts gets a bad rap. Since MMA came into existence, many of these traditional martial arts are widely mocked and ridiculed by people. Many are called useless in actual combat and just showy demonstration done in controlled environments that don't simulate real fight scenarios.
How dare you!
We just play with his body, tensions down there, and relax and release.
Play with his body.
That's Marky Raz. That's the guy I shouldn't mess with because of this stuff, apparently.
I wasn't aware of this because I'm a knob, but martial arts comes in both an internal and external form. I never really truly understood all the inner chi bullshit, so I wasn't truly utilizing all of my abilities. Luckily for me, a bunch of blokes, many of which have an Aussie accent.
You can do bad kung fu and it's going to work. 3.
See, he knows it's coming,
We're coming up to the greatest legend out of all of these people right now.
but it's very hard to stop.
Got together to teach traditional Chinese martial arts. Because if there's one thing Aussies are known for, it's traditional Chinese martial arts.
But mate, all I had was me jocks on. I was chasing him up the street, and I'm just like, mate, like.
They all
So I literally just went with the most Aussie bloke I could find. For anyone who's aware of Australian TV or television, there was a character called Alf Stewart on Home and Away who used to say very Australian things all the time. But I went with that bloke because, mate, like, I was chasing him with me jocks down the street. Fucking hilarious. 1 minute, my friends. And I'll put it back on in a moment. I'm just going to mix myself a drink. But yeah, I went for the most Aussie bloke possible, and that guy's not a depiction of what the average Australian is like. But that was Dino. Jan, you're a legend. Yeah, peak Aussie, mate. I mean, I got to say, we don't. Let's be real. Most of us aren't running down the street now, jocks, mate. But yeah, he's a cracker. I knew a lot of people like that.
gathered for the Marshall Camp, a place organised and run by another friend of ours, the other balding Aussie who likes to be inside of people.
I've filled you up. You become part of me. You're just part of me now. You're part of me now.
And it's held here.
Yeah, so again, I'm mixing a drip, but I don't come back in. That guy that we saw, he runs his camp. His name's Kieran something or other. I don't know what his deal is. I think he lives in Thailand and he travels around learning internal martial arts. He's got a whole channel called The Martial Man. And he does a bunch of, I don't know, videos. But I think he runs this thing. So that guy that we saw that likes to fill things up, as he calls it, I'm inside of you now, you're inside of me now, whatever the hell he was saying. Let's see if we can get that up there. Yeah, this bloke here, he's the one that organises all these other guys to come. All right, back in 1 sec.
Well, you become part of me. You're just part of me now. You're part of me now.
And it's held here in the birth of Muay Thai, Thailand. So instead of going to Muay Thai classes, they all chose this shit instead.
So touch. Now I have it, right?
So, for anyone who's not aware, this gentleman here, his name is Burkow. He's a bit of a savage. He's had over 300 fights, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe that's Rod Tang. But he's had a lot of fights. He was robbed a lot. He's a beast. Dude's like 40 years old, still fighting now. People could have gone to learn this. Now, you say what you want about these camps being internal, but you tell me why they're practicing on other people if it's not some sort of self-defense. And he even says here, he goes, boom, he turns him out, and then he says, and now I have him. Have him for what? Is this supposed to be self-defense? What are we doing? Dino, we were just talking about you, mate. You missed a Dan Pena clip, mate. You missed a Dan Pena compilation. I was really hoping you were around to see that one. Damn it. I'll have to play it for you later, Dino. Yeah, so this guy's disarming another attacker, apparently, using this. So they're selling it as a way to...
Now I have it.
So now I have him. So it's obviously a way of self-defense. That is where my issue lies with these fuckers. Did I see Alex Jones tossing two guys off with his shoulders on his knees? What the fuck? Okay, interesting. Yeah, I agree with glowing. Is that what's going on? What's happening, Dino? Good to see you, my friend. Everyone's loving you in the chat. Where's Miser? We're missing Miser tonight. I wish he was here too. He's always good value. So anyway, Yappy here is obviously preaching self-defense. That's my problem with this shit. J.A., good to see you, brother. He was the one, I think it was you that spotted the tooth last week, actually.
Right?
What I didn't realise is how raunchy, kinky, and rough and tumble this whole camp actually was. Kind of reminds me of the band camp from American Pie.
Oh, and this one time at band camp, I stuck a flute in my pussy.
And touch. We touch bend. We feel the amount of release I have.
Leakage. Right? So it's very gentle.
And touch his body.
Starting off with Coach Marky Raz, a practitioner of some touchy-feely energy shit that involves chi and some other magnetic stuff. Sifu Marky R is still doing his thing, with his most recent video teaching you how to manhandle an Indian bloke who's happy to play along with your bullshit. Or electromagnetic something or other. Whatever. Chi and stuff.
Then we add electric and magnetic into it. So he pushes in, I keep those tensions there, and I put Sung into it. Now I can turn with the waist.
You see, they use all this bullshit, Sung, I put my Sung into it, whatever else you're saying. But it's just all. By the way, coincidentally, Marky Razzie selling courses. 25-day instructor program with world renowned. And there we go. So, yeah, just in case. So he's living in Thailand too, obviously doing this shit. So these guys are all just see. Okay, I'm living in Thailand off the income that I make off YouTube, but at least I'm providing, I believe, something useful for people. What the fuck are they doing? They're just scamming these guys. If you try this shit when someone tries to mug you, you are going to get slaughtered. You're not going to use your electromagnetic whatever the fuck. It's just, these guys. Exactly, Kev. By the way, American Ninja, back in the day, was the shit. All right? Teriology. Yeah. I actually saw Plague Bunny. I saw Neil deGrasse. We're going completely off topic. But I saw Neil deGrasse Tyson. I did, Jay. Hey, Jay. Hey, man. It's all good. I love you, brother. Don't stress. The truth is I'm still hillbilling. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. Mate, don't stress. I love you. If I'm ever in California, I'll come there. I heard it's expensive as shit over there. Paying like $15 for a fucking Big Mac meal. So you better be cooking for me. From what I hear, California is expensive. Well, Mark, it's interesting you say that. We'll get to that later. Because if it was only a couple $100, mate, I'd do it. But you'll see what the price is. It's about $3,500 USD, which is over $5,000 in Australian dollars. That would literally be 3 months worth of my YouTube income, thereabouts, maybe a little bit less, that I'd have to spend on that. So that is not happening. Now, should I start a GoFundMe page? Should I actually message Seagal and see if he'll, pay for me to go there and learn? I don't know. Um, but it would be fun to go up there. If I had the spare money, honestly, if I had the money, I would rock up and I'd fucking film the shit out of it. And then, yeah, but yeah, we'll see. A lot can happen between, it's in December. The next actual Marshall camp, this is his private one, Rasmus Institute or whatever. That's just his private little electromagnetic bullshit. But the Marshall camp, I believe, is in December. So, you know, hopefully if the channel picks up a little bit by then, we get a viral video, we might be all right. But yeah, Marky Raz, I'd like to train with him. He's a big fella. He might know some shit. You know, but it's definitely not this shit. I like his sneakers too. He's got those fucking special little, those running, I don't know what they are, come on, sandals.
I was honestly more mesmerized by the guy in the background fishing with the...
Now, this bloke here, right, he's shirtless. He looks like he's got a pretty jacked back. Or maybe it's just because it just looks round. I was fascinated by this guy. I thought it may have been a t-shirt, but I think that's just like little rolls of fat there. But his back looks very round.
Jacked back muscles. I mean, seriously, the guy's a boulder attached to his back. Anyway, Marky R is all about the sensuality of the internal martial arts. There's a lot of touching involved.
We touch, we feel. I touch, and if we touch, our training partner presses in, stays inside him. If I touch one.
You know what I love? Sorry to stop it again. You know what I love the most? When he stays inside him, and he's doing that. It's almost like he's talking about something, which is not very big, but each to their own. It's like he's talking about something in. I mean, I don't know. Again, if you think about it,
inside him. If I touch my
Cock!
And it looks like we've found our resident flailing fool, Australia's own Paulie.
Thank you very much, Paul.
I love how he takes a moment to check in on Paulie to make sure all the fake electrocutions aren't taking their toll.
How you coping? Okay.
how you coping? How's he coping with what? All the dives he's taking backwards in his socks? How's he coping with what exactly? And again, let's just have a quick look at the participants in the background. I assume you guys can see my mouse. We've got this bloke who, I mean, looks like he might do some sort of sport to some extent. I don't know what this guy looks like. This guy looks like he might fiddle some people. Definitely a lesbian. Not sure. Could be an ex-convict by the looks of him. Probably a father who is just thinking to himself, what the fuck have I spent this money on? My family needs this money. Asian dude, probably on holiday, possibly on a panty sniffing tour. This guy's in on the scam. He eats it up with a spoon. As you can see how much he's laughing like a goose. Asian fella here, I think he's just there to fill the numbers. But Pops here's not impressed. He looks like he has no part of what's going on. Pops looks like he just wants to fucking... Is the feed buffering non-stop? I don't know, Jan. Is it shit, is it? My internet's been playing up, so you might be spot on. Is anyone else having internet problems? Just before this clip, someone has his eyes closed in the background. Yeah, they've all got their eyes closed in the background. Rent a crowd. Yeah, it's like that movie with what's his name, Kevin Hart, where they had the wedding ringer or whatever it was called, where you had to have the whole fake groomsman. That's pretty much what they've got going on here. But a lot of these people here are part of the crew. Because not everyone's wearing a T-shirt or a jumper. I believe the people wearing T-shirts and jumpers are probably regulars. Let's call them regulars. And I think you'll see later there's a bunch of people that aren't wearing, like this guy here, the old fellow, the one who's not impressed, not wearing a shirt, probably hasn't been indoctrinated as much as the rest of them. Trav, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, brother. So I don't think again, the old fella here is my favorite. He looks like he's like, why am I spending this money on this shit? I could be banging some young Thai bird for this money. That's what he's thinking.
Now, I'd like to make a few notes about Sifu Marky Raz. Firstly, he's a big bloke. I mean, he's got to be at least 6'2", 6'3". So he's in Sensei Seagal territory of vertical magnificence.
I don't like to really talk too much about myself, but...
While we're frozen here, let's just have a quick look at the participants. I mean, never judge a book by its cover. But here we have the in-house IT bloke, the grade 2 English teacher, a fellow who probably owns a Persian bakery, some dude who looks like he goes to Disneyland alone, mid-level management guy checking his OnlyFans subscription, and some random chick that's talking to a big islander bloke who should be able to ragdoll every single one of these people on his own.
He ran across the table. There we go. Another single leg. Trying to fight.
By the way, did anyone watch the Eddie Hall fight? And what the hell was that about? What was the point of this? Why did these two douchebags, obviously money, but why would you want to fight a guy who could literally pick you up with one hand? It makes no sense. All right, so my chat must be lagging. Is anyone else having problems with the actual stream? Because my chat is like either really slow or I'm not sure. The Persian bakery line. Okay, so we're on track. Some of you are seeing here. Plague Bunny. Yeah, I saw his response. I watch a show called The Y-Files as well, which I find interesting, just for a bit of a relax and let your mind go. You're an Islander, dude. I'm not an Islander, bro. I watched this show called The Y-Files, and he's going to make a video about Terrence Howard soon as well. Terrence Howard. He's an interesting fella. Small delay on the chat. Yeah, Mark, I watched the whole fight. It was 3 rounds. The first 2 rounds were literally them running away from him. And then the last round, one of them decided to have balls and go near him. And for his troubles, he got power bombed. He got literally power bombed. I mean, which is great. Oh, oops, too far. Okay, here we go. Boom! He just literally ragdolled him like that he was picking up a little infant and threw him to the ground. And I watched the Eddie Hall Half-Thought Bjornsson. I don't know how many of you guys watched that, but it was a horrible fight. They were both quite horrible. So Eddie's not the greatest fighter. He doesn't know how to really move. But if he lands with one of his mitts, you're in trouble. You are in trouble, that's for sure. He weighs about, what is he, 300 pounds at least? He's got to be 300, 350. I know he's trying to cut down for bodybuilding. I don't think that's happening. But, yeah. It's nuts. Hecklefish, yeah. Hecklefish, yeah. You know what, Dino? I'm going to agree with you, mate. Hecklefish annoys me. I get it. It's their way of doing laughs, right? And I like the way they present the show and the way it's done. The storytelling, the editing's phenomenal. That's what I mean. Like, there's levels to shit, yeah. And he's got a whole team. He's got like 4 million followers, but the editing is phenomenal. But I don't necessarily love Hecklefish. I'll put it that way. He annoys me a little bit sometimes. And I get it. That's the separation from the human to the, so you don't just talk to a human. But sometimes Hecklefish, sometimes he has his moments, Hecklefish, where he says some shit. But sometimes I want to punch him in the crotch. I don't think fish have crotch, but if they did, I have the plush Hecklefish here. Nicely done, Dirty Derby. I saw that. But yeah, anyway, Eddie Hall. This was hilarious to me, watching Eddie Hall ragdoll a couple of. I want to see Jake Paul not fight. Neil deGrasse Tyson next. Yeah, what do we reckon? You reckon that Mike Tyson fight's going to happen, or is that officially the pin been pulled on that? By the way, before we go any further, is that done? Is anyone? I haven't actually bothered to look into that. I haven't heard too much about that one, but anyway.
My point is that I very rarely see any individuals that look like they participate in any sport, let alone actual combat sports or fight training, coming to these seminars to broaden their horizons. Am I right, lads?
Oh, yes. We just play with his body.
Things take a bit of a turn for the worse when Sifu Razzie starts trying to get everyone out because he's in a hurry to spend your money, suckers.
There we go. Now you're lying.
So he's not light. What he's doing here, you got a guy who's probably 6'3", weighs at least 30 kilos more than the other bloke, who's just pushing him because he has momentum.
Yeah. So,
What is he actually showing him there? Someone explain to me what the fuck he's showing him there. It's what shits me about all this shit, yeah? Like, I mean, y'all don't see me writing crap about Muay Thai or karate or kickboxing or boxing or whatever, wrestling or... There's a reason why. This shit just bothers me. Like he's doing something magical here, other than touching the guy's hand. I mean, it's just...
There we go. Now you're lying. Yeah. So I got to stay over there.
Pride was the shit. I was just watching. I was actually watching videos about. Sorry to digress, Kev. I just saw your message. I was watching videos about a lot of the Thai fighters. Given that I'm in Thailand, I was watching videos about Burkow, Sancho, Rod Tang, some of the more well-known guys. And yeah, he was robbed in Pride, but Pride was the shit. Pride is legit savages. Yeah, he's being pushed, Dirty. That's what I mean, Dobie. He's just literally being pushed, and he's pushing a woman now as if that's supposed to be something impressive. I could literally pick this woman up and smash her face through the floor. What's your point? Like, you're pushing someone who weighs a quarter of what you do. I like that, yeah. It's cool. It is, man. It's dancing, yeah. Basically, that's what he does. Look, he's even doing the hand stretch out like he would with a partner in this case. I like that, Jan.
And I just have to get past you.
Marky Raz does exhibit a little bit of Seagal vibes as he persistently harasses that same lady.
Oh, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way.
But ultimately, Razzie finishes his message on a sexy, sensual note. He explains his phenomenal control of his jizz.
So as I touch my the amount of release I have, where do I want it to go?
And how he can splooge on you in multiple scientific ways.
I can send it as a wave, or I can send it as a field. The amount of release I have.
But say what you will about whatever the hell this thing is, it comes from a place of love. Disturbing love, but love nonetheless.
I want to feel as much of his body as I can.
What?
Now, just for the record, a lot of these things, obviously, I edit where he goes, touch my cock, and I want to. But some of this shit is literally coming out of his mouth. I did not edit any of this shit.
Love, but love nonetheless.
At all.
I want to feel as much of his body as I can.
Yeah, obviously I'm taking it out of context, but I mean, come on. It's just, how is that shit going to help? Paul Polito, good to see you, my friend. Casey Ryback is in the house.
Moving on from the Love Doctor, we'll take a brief stop and see how Richie Huang is doing.
Anybody seen Richie? Huh?
By the way, as soon as I saw that guy's name was Richard Huang, right, I had to put in anybody seen Richie. I mean, it was calling for it, in my opinion. These are little moments of gold that you just, as a creator, you think they're like great, and you hope that people like appreciate them. You know what I mean? Like the little things, like the little edits where I get all those guys saying touch, bent, release. It's to some people they think it's probably fucking stupid, but I hope that some people out there are like, that's stupidly amusing. Yeah, that's the whole point of it, to be stupidly amusing. Yeah. Anyway. Like I said, not everything's going to be a hit, but sometimes you hope that these stupid little quirky things that you do pay off to people. Oh.
Huh?
Yes, Sensei. I've seen the Asian Richie. He's at this bizarre sex camp.
Chi power. Chi power is gentle.
Dickie Huang is the master of crane style and pushing people using chi and stuff.
What?
Laughing like a psychopath.
Dickie Huang's that psycho. Good to see you, Neely. Dickie Huang's that psycho dude that just laughs in the corner. He's got that evil, this Asian version of the evil laugh. But this guy, again, all about chi. Basically, the first time, he doesn't push. He doesn't use leverage and body positioning. And then when it comes time to perform using chi, he just pushes harder and uses more force. It's not that fucking hard.
Perhaps I'm a moron, but a lot of this
I mean, again, here, he pretends like the guy's pushing against him.
just looks like using
And all he does is a little push, right? A little push.
increased power when
And now when it's time,
it's time to demonstrate and leveraging and body positioning.
You hear? Good. Right? I can use this one.
But again, I'm just a logical moron. I couldn't grasp the mystical powers of these blokes.
I want to feel as much of his body as I can.
Now here is where my problem lies with these things. Hung Dicky here pretends that it is his magical chi that is the reason why he can now...
yeah, so now this really shit me up the wall, yeah? So now, again, you don't have to have trained in any martial arts to understand how momentum and force works, right? He's got his arm like that, holding it like that. Now, if you're pushing against me, I can push forward like that. But when you go down, it is. I can't even stop my own. I can't even stop my own arm from going down, let alone someone else from doing it. So anyway,
I'll move this man's arms.
this is what shits me right now. And the other dickhead. Look at the dickhead on the left, smiling like yeah.
Well, Dickie, I put it to you that the first time you were pushing against him, and the second time you were pushing downwards in a different direction. Not the same thing.
Plus one arm more. Right? It's impossible. Yeah. Right? Oh, it's possible. Same thing.
It's not the fucking same thing at all. That's the problem. It's not the same thing at all. He's going one way, and now he's going a different way. So it's not the same thing. And yet, dude, I saw the cheat. I use special glasses like the ones from They Live. I like that. For 3 easy payments. Yeah, that's right, Kev. It's more than $100, mate. We'll get to the website later, but it's more than $100. That's for fucking sure.
But to the untrained moron who paid to be at this seminar, they look at Dickie and think,
Emilus, good to see you, my man. Greetings, Amsterdam. Nice.
Who paid to be at this seminar, they look at Dickie and think,
Jesus Christ. That's Jason Bourne.
like this shit.
Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready?
I understand why Dickie is laughing. He's getting paid for this.
All right, while we're here, that's why Dickie's laughing. He's making bank on this shit, I imagine. Let's take a look at some of the participants again. All right, this bloke here, I think that's middle management bloke, looking at his OnlyFans. Old fellow who wasn't too impressed, looks slightly more impressed now. Some chrome home dickhead, definitely part of the gang. That's Paulie, the Aussie stooge. That's the Asian fellow from before, wearing shorts now. The Persian bakery guy is still here. This guy is a lackey for sure. He's part of it. He buys a hook, line, and sinker.
Nobody really understands what he's doing there by pushing down and not against the force.
I wonder how you did it.
These trusted little assistants do that thing where they all play along because they're being paid, or he's shagging their mother, or them, whatever. But he has so much chi in his body that nobody can fuck with him at any point. Dickie doesn't even attack the physical body. He attacks the chakra. Kind of like that Dr.
By the way, Dickie's got crazy laugh. He's also got crazy eyes. Just watch his eyes right now in this little sequence. Paul, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Dragon Ball Z. Watch his crazy eyes.
Dickie doesn't even attack the physical body. He attacks the chakra. Kind of like that Doctor Strange move that they do.
Yeah, because the physical body, I cannot do. You cannot do. Okay, I should cheat. Chakra, go.
Razzie was all about love, and Dickie was all about strength and being grounded. But old Yatbo Hyung is the master of that 5 ancestor fists. Another version of this chi bullshit.
Learn how to absorb the energy, right? How to song the knee, but
See this guy here? Looks like a Thai. I think this guy's probably, he runs the actual building. I reckon he's just hanging around. Look at his face. He's not impressed. You know why? Because he sees 13-year-old kids that would slice every single one of these people in half. That's why. Steve Buscemi eyes, yeah. Anders, welcome from Sweden. Nice. Man, we've got people from all over the place. I like it. We've got some Amsterdam, we've got Sweden, we've got some Finnish people in here. I'm guessing some Americanos. We've got some Thailand. I'm in Thailand. Boardwalk Empire eyes.
by doing the rocking with his feet.
Now this is my style of dude. Low energy. Minimal effort, but maximum results. And strings. He keeps mentioning strings. Strings.
Strings, back string, strings, back string, front string, strings, right? Strings and back string, front string.
I want to feel as much of his body as I can.
Now it becomes clear why this seedy old bloke is here.
You know what I just realized, by the way? When he says that line about feeling as much of his body as I can, watch the other guy's eyes towards the end. He looks straight at him like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean feel as much of me as you can?
As much of his body as I can.
Right there. He's like, what are you talking about, bro? Feeling how much of my body?
Now it becomes clear why this seedy old bloke is here. Other than harping on about water and flowing, he's here to touch up some ladies and get away with it. Genius.
The energy travels along this channel here, back string, down here,
Ah, yes, the old mystical chi power of force, body positioning, and a willing moron as an assistant.
And I point my fingers towards my ankle bone here, right? Now, say go hum. Yeah, he goes, right? So, right?
Hum.
Right? You see his feet comes off the ground. He's 80 kilos, by the way.
Yeah, so you see his feet comes off the ground, and old Yappy here tries to sell that to us that he did that, rather than his little guy Steve Urkel mate here who's pulled his pants up to his fucking nipples, jumping around like a flailing moron, like the wacky wavy flailing was it wacky wavy inflatable arm flailing tube man from fucking Family Guy. It's his energy that does it, not the moron just jumping.
Right? So, right? You see his feet comes off the ground. He's 80 kilos, by the way. Okay?
Yeah, I'm sure it was whatever you did that made him jump, not the instructions he was giving to sell all your mystical bullshit.
Back string, front string, and back string, front string. Now I have it, right?
Yap finishes strong and starts bragging to the audience that he knows how to bang.
I make sure I root.
We haven't quite...
I don't know if this is a term, but in Australia, the term rooting means like to have sex. I don't know if that's common everywhere in the world. Is that everywhere in the world, or is that more of like a... I know it's a colloquial term, but it's very common in Australia. I don't know if the Americans say that, but in Australia, did you root, mate? Yeah, we had a root. Like it's a... Yeah, so I don't know if everyone would have got that joke. Maybe Australia specific, I'm not sure, but... Yappy likes to fucking root. That's the point of it. He doesn't mess around.
Finished yet, but I can already safely say that these people have definitely...
Even here, what's he doing? He's pushing down on a guy's hands, and the guy's collapsing like a bag of shit.
We haven't quite finished yet, but I can already safely say that these people have definitely received value from their investment. I know I have.
We just play with his body. I want to feel as much of his body as I can.
Now, our last master for this awesome camp is going to be H.H. Wang. Huge hung Wang.
Fucking Wangy.
Horse hose Wang. Wangy.
You try to restore the fascia's energy.
Now, again, I don't know why, but the first time I saw this bloke, I just thought of Drew Carey. I don't know why, I just thought of an Asian Drew Carey. That's the first thing that came to my head. No idea why. Can't be racist, because, you know, for whatever reason, but just for whatever reason, Wangy made me think of Drew Carey.
Energetic conductivity.
He's a master of pranodynamics and looks a little bit like a Chinese Drew Carey, and he really loves releasing his mind.
By the way, have you noticed a trend that most of these people that I showed, and we'll see the actual original video later, most of these people here look like they couldn't fight their way out of a paper bag, but they're telling people how to move men twice their size using energy. And tell me he doesn't look like fucking Asian Drew Carey. He does look like a Wang. Germanism, we did find Richie. He's on a t-shirt. That's where he is. He's in the grave and he's on a t-shirt representing him. That's about it. The square head does look like Drew Carey.
Which might be a euphemism for something else. I'll let you decide.
Now release your mind. Then I release my mind to you. Now I release my mind. My mind is in you. Release your mind. My mind is on him. Now my mind is in him. Touch me. Yes. Understand?
I had this guy that touched me line was a winner. Have you ever noticed that they all use certain buzzwords when they're talking? Like one guy uses strings. He says release your mind, touch, energy, electric. They just say a bunch of buzzwords that they think mean something. Because if you're a 2'4" little hobbit, pudgy hobbit, barefoot hobbit, I should say, with glasses, you have to sell it in a way where it's not about your physicality. Because clearly he ain't doing shit physically. I mean, I've literally grabbed that guy's face and smash it into the floor like a Bucky Hunma fucking fight scene. So they have to come up with buzzwords. Even that Indian bloke on the left there. If you can't right now throw a right hook to that guy's face and drop him, it stops all cheat. Just boom. That's it. Done. That's it. Maybe just a quick up, over. None of this releasing your mind is going to do shit.
He's another expert at saying a bunch of shit that means absolutely nothing in reality and being inside of people. They all like being inside of people or touching people.
See, I'm not fighting you. I'm just in you. Push. I'm in you. Push. Touch me. Yes.
Internal martial arts. It all makes sense now.
I want to feel as much of his body as I can.
Touch me. Yes.
He might be inside this bloke, But the reason he can't push him is because of the way he has positioned his body.
I'm in you. Push.
With this bloke,
I mean, look at this shit. He's leaning forward, right? He's obviously he's got his core tight. He's leaning against him. I guarantee you, he's probably just. And this guy has no leverage at all. He's just standing straight, trying to push him with one arm, and it's supposed to. I don't get it.
to just pull instead of pushing, old Wangy here would go flopping around like, well, a wang.
So this is what the routine is about.
By the way, so he's pushing him right now. It's like, wow.
Wangy here would go flopping around
I just want to show you one thing.
like, well.
So if the guy just pulls Wangy right now, his little defense is gone out the window. But look at the lady in the background. She's laughing like he's just revolutionized self-defense. Watch the giraffe lady in the background.
Well, a wang.
Wow! Wow! Whoa, I just learned something new. It's phenomenal.
Routine is about.
Wangy and his magical chi can even convince obvious lesbians to switch teams back to the bat and balls.
I've never felt anything like that before.
One thing that is common across the board is the token schmuck they all have. I mentioned Paulie earlier. Each one of them has their own, but I'm happy to say that Bullshido is hitting diversity targets with its racial spread. Legends.
Touch me. Yes.
The Wangster, like many of these internal martial arts blokes, wants to give across his seed, his power,
Bilbo.
his love.
Bilbo.
And from my heart, it's like a precious gift.
Whilst his employer rambles on about a bunch of nonsense, RD here starts contemplating his life choices and how he ended up as a show monkey for a Chinese hobbit.
I mean, in all fairness, right? He does look like he's thinking to himself, "What the fuck am I doing here?" Like he's got his look on his face, like, "What am I doing? I could be studying engineering. I could be studying some kind of IT course, like most of my country does. Like, what am I doing here?" It's just ridiculous. Fucking Chinese hobbits. These Chinese hobbits are everywhere.
And how he ended up as a show monkey for a Chinese hobbit.
Good question, Doug. I wonder what these guys do get paid. They're getting paid something, but how much could it possibly be? Like free accommodation? Maybe he's helping him with his visa. I don't understand what it's going. But they're getting paid something, surely, right? Like, who do this shit for free? My chair gets to stop it every time she says, "No, don't do that." Magnegro. Interesting name. I can't see it now. Mr. Wang versus Wesley Pipes. Yeah, Wesley Pipes. They got paid in rice. He looks like he's questioning his life choices.
Like all of these masters, things start turning a little erotic and aggressive and starts demanding certain things from the participants.
Touch. Mind on you. Touch me. Yes.
Turns out the name Wang isn't by accident.
All right, I gotta stop. I'm refilling a drink. Tell me it doesn't sound like he says, "Touch my dong here." I'm pretty sure he doesn't say that, but just tell me he doesn't say something like that, yeah?
Like all of these masters, things start turning a little erotic and aggressive and starts demanding certain things from the participants.
Touch. Mind on you.
See, what do you guys reckon he says, honestly? I'll stop it there while I mix a drink. Touch my something here. It sounds like he says, "Touch my dong here," right? Which obviously for comedic purposes is thumbs up. But what do you reckon he really says? My dong yeah, touch my dong ear, one dong. Lie down here. Nah. Touch my tongue here. Touch me down here. Well, either way, right? It sounds dirty. So regardless, all of your answers. So I'm justified in my little edit there, right? I think I'm spot on.
Things start turning a little erotic and aggressive and starts demanding certain things from the participants.
Touch. Mind on you. Touch me. Yes.
Turns out the name Wang isn't by accident, as he decides to visually and audibly explain how he got that name. Just give
I love that, by the way. Showing the size of his wang.
about the love, people.
This is bigger than you. I just turn. Okay? Yeah. Give your mind to him. The intent from the heart. Take it.
Now I'm not here to shit on Wangy or Razzie Dicky, or Yappy. This was all just for a bit of fun. I have no problem with people studying internal martial arts and chi energy phenomenon, but if this stuff is being sold as a way of dealing with people who might attack you or wish to do you harm, then I'm sorry. Touch, magnetic energies, strings.
By the way, this bloke was wearing a Nutri-Grain top. Shout out to Nutri-Grain. I used to eat that shit a lot when I was growing up for cereal. I mean, all cereal's trash basically nowadays. You may as well just eat oats. But back in the day, Nutri-Grain was the shit.
To do you harm, then I'm sorry. Touch, magnetic energies, strings, minds, and whatever other buzzwords these cocksuckers use are not going to help you. If you want to achieve some level of spiritual enlightenment, and this chi stuff helps, awesome. You see, unlike Wing Chun or Kung Fu or actual martial arts, which can have a use if applied with modern fighting styles, this shit has no use at all in helping you survive in a real-world situation.
Doug, I'll answer your question, mate, in about 3 minutes. I'll answer your question. 2.5 minutes, mate. Just sit tight. We'll get to that in a minute.
The fact that these blokes are all pretending that this can be somehow useful in disabling attackers. I mean, come on, you're telling me this woman is suddenly going to engage her chi and stop a mugger or some 200-pound bloke trying to harm her just because some skinny Asian fella who looks like he buys used panties told her it works.
I want to feel as much of his body as I can.
Touch me. Yes. Back string, strings. Back string, front string.
We just play with his body.
I notice that in these seminars there is usually one lackey for every public attendee to help sell the bullshit. They're pretty easy to spot. They usually go along with the scam wholeheartedly, or they're just complete morons. Again, if this is being sold as some alternative internal form of martial arts to defend yourself, that's complete horseshit. You want to flop around with a bunch of other adults who clearly lack common sense and rationality? Have at it. It's a free world, which is a beautiful thing for me because it means people attend conferences like this and eat this shit up with a spoon. Thanks, legends.
Stays aside. If I touch, the amount of release I have.
Touch. Mind on you. Touch me. Yes. And from my heart. It's like a precious gift.
All right, my friends. Who was your favorite master today? Was it Razzie, Dicky, Yappy, or Wangy? Let me know in the comments which Sifu you would happily train with.
By the way, let's do a poll now, actually. Let's fucking do it. Favorite stooge? Go Razzie, Dicky, Yappy, Wangy. Poll time for Paul. It's a poll time for Paul. By the way, I did just want to make a point, right?
Thanks for writing.
I don't care about any of these internal stuff. I'm not saying that the chi doesn't exist or internal energy or spirituality. I'm all for energy. I believe the whole world's made up of energy, but when you're trying to sell it as a way of obviously disarming somebody or repelling an attacker, I have a problem with that because obviously these people who are going to these courses, if they're looking for some sort of inner spirituality and peace, I'm all for it, like I said. But they're being told that this kind of stuff is going to help them if someone comes up to them by a certain turn of their body or a twist. It doesn't work like that. That's not the reality. Fuck, Wangy's right. Now, are you guys just saying Wangy because of his name or because of his touch me, yes, and touch my dick, touch me down there, touch my dong, sorry. Because he's running away with it. I thought Razzie would have got some more love for all of his touch me talk, but wow. It's Wang for me. Everyone loves a bit of Wang, eh? Everyone loves a bit of Wang. Am I right, Samantha and Kristen Frost? Hey. Yeah. Anyway, Dicky's getting a move there. I think that's just because his name's Richie. All right, I'm going to play the rest of this. It's about a minute where I basically just ramble on. I'm going to be back in a second, my friends. Una memento, legends.
Along with me today on this video, if you had a bit of fun, think about liking and subscribing. Seagalism is not just the hottest cult of the modern era, but it's a community of like-minded legends who like to have a bit of fun, escape the bullshit of the world, and bask in the glory that is the Great One. If you'd like to support the channel in the growing movement, think about joining the Patreon group of hard-to-kill badasses. If you're a fan of the hottest fashions, check out the merch store full of awesome Bullshido apparel. I truly appreciate all of your love and support, my friends. Until next time, be careful when touching or engaging your strings. Don't release your mind to strangers, but above all, stay awesome. Peace, legends.
Sunshine bright the sky, and I'm free whenever
All right, I'm back. Mark, good to see you, my friend. All right, so it looks like Wangy's the way to go. Wangy's the way of the future. We'll wait for a few more polls, but it looks like Wangy's winning. Everyone loves that song. By the way, you know how many comments I get about that song? Almost as much as I get about her. Tearing up prematurely now. Yeah, dirty. It has an effect on people, mate. It does have an effect on people, that song. All right, what's on the agenda? What am I doing on the agenda? All right. Now let's go through some. We'll take a moment now to appreciate the Seagalian community. Where are we? Images to admire. So these are the combination of my Photoshops, right, that I've started with. I thought we'd have a bit of a look. Kind of starting in the early days, and the last one is the most recent one. You can see the progression of my my Photoshopping, not just talent, but my actual effort that I put in. Rad guy, good to see you, my friend. I started off, the very first one I ever did was Arnie in Terminator. I put Seagal's head on it. Now, you all will probably notice that a lot of these have the same head on it, because this was early days, before I started to move along a little bit, yeah? Then we got Seagal in the Avengers. I mean, that looks pretty spot on to me. He's Iron Man in that one. Seagal is Batman. Now, this one was recent, where I think I put that with Tristan Tate saying something about Batman. He thinks Seagal would be a good Batman even in his old age. This I liked because of the black and white. I think I should have done a better job. I might do this again. These are early days. These are from a long time ago. Seagal's blade. It actually looks like he's got an earpiece in there as well. looks like he's taking a shit while he's holding a sword. Tell me it doesn't look like he's holding a shit. He's taking a shit while he's holding that sword. Chuck Norris. Yeah, that was one of the early. That's my Facebook profile picture, actually. My name on Facebook is Walter White, obviously Heisenberg. Someone noticed that last time. I don't know why I did this. This was, I think, about something to do with what Seagal wears for underwear. I had a poll back in the day about what Seagal might wear as underwear, I think, back in the early days. So I had that one. Obviously, ethnic fluid man, yeah. I put Gazelle in there because, he's a ladies' man. I just photoshopped her in there. Just, standard. She's probably too old for Seagal now, but back then, maybe she may have had a chance. Seagal as Wolverine. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I don't even think I used that, but I just did it for fucking shits and giggles. You are with friends at work, Kristen. This is basically, like I said to you guys, you're hanging with me in my living room. It's just a weekly catch up between, the actual core group of Seagalians. Out of the 38,000, realistically, maybe like 1% of people actually really give a shit, and the other people watch it. But you guys are all legends. I see the same names every week, and hopefully we see some new ones coming in. Sonny Johnson, good to see you, my friend. There's a new name I haven't seen before, I don't think. So good to see you, my friend. Giselle is a dude. All right, what do we got now? We got Hulk Hogan cigar. Yeah, I used that in I think one video back in the early days. I think it was Dangerous Man. Just a bunch of Jack Segals. A bunch of Jack Segals. Some more Jack Segals. This is one of my favorites. Obviously, I use this a lot in clips when I talk about Segalism because it's our religion, and that's like, look at that. I mean, I tried to cut the head. I get a rough job. I should have spent more time, but again, this is early days. Yeah, this has been around for a while. I try to get the tiara on his head here as much as possible. It's a bit out of whack, but doesn't he look sexy as Wonder Woman? Tell me he doesn't look sexy as Wonder Woman. Skopje, hey, Macedonia, Kakosi. I've got a few Macedonian friends back in Australia. Actually, he did write the Bible. Actually, Samantha, the Joker and I are thinking of coming up with some commandments, the 10 Commandments for Segalism. We're going to write that at some point soon, actually. Obviously, cookies, snatching birthdays, young trim will be involved, sitting down wherever possible, some of the core tenets, but Touches me. Thanks, Doug. I hope it doesn't touch you too deep, mate. Like, I mean, if we're not talking like actual direction-wise. I don't want to go too deep into your body, but I'm glad it gives you a laugh, mate. If you get a laugh out of it, then I'm happy. That's all. That's all we're here for, mate. A bit of a laugh. There's enough bullshit in the world. Yeah, Justice League Seagal. So here he's obviously he's Superman. I mean, he's the most powerful warrior there is. Seagal is LeBron James. I don't know why I did that. I don't actually know, but somewhere along the way. Seagal is Lizzo. I was going to do a video on Lizzo back in the day. So again, I was planning on diversifying and doing different videos, but it seems like I might just keep this channel to Bullshido and Seagal just to keep it easy for the algorithm to understand. But Seagal is Lizzo. This was done by Miser, who's not here tonight. So some of these this is Miser's one, which I told him to send to me, which is great. I can't believe I didn't think about this myself. Notice how he's got the women in the background, but yeah, that was great. That was done by Miser. Yeah, early Matrix, that was a pretty horrible job by me. It looks like Seagal's got a giant giraffe neck. This was recent, the Teletubby one. I put that on Facebook. President Seagal. You know, if he were ever to run for office, I don't know what would happen. But if he ever became president, god damn it, it would be a great day for this channel and our church. That's for sure. I want the Justice League here. Well, Pork Fang, sit tight, mate. We'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that soon. Don't worry. Sit tight. I've got some good news for you all. In terms of Seagal, yeah, we'll see. Superhero, let's call it. Again, there's president speaking. I love that face. This is one of my favorites. This is early days, but just a classic. Eddie, good to see you, my friend. Welcome aboard, brother. So much. This was from when we were teens. He was so badass for a teen. Yeah, he was Doug back in the day, but not so much anymore. But this is one of my favorites. This I did back in the day. One of my older videos. Old Big Prudent riding Seagal as a horse. That head was just made to be on that horse's head. Yeah, like it was gold. It was made to be there. Sailor Moon. I don't know if you guys remember Sailor Moon back in the day. It was like a bunch of big-breasted, short skirt-wearing cartoon character women. Typical Japanese sleazy shit they do. That was good fun. Eddie, I am, my friend. It's coming soon. There's a Seagal review coming, and then the next video review after the Seagal one will be Neil Breen. And I think we're going to go with the one where he has a twin. I think it was it Tortured Soul or whatever it's called. I think we're going to go with that one. A calendar. DZ, I like it, yeah. Like a sexy calendar, huh? This was done by Miser as well, Majin Buu. This hits me hard because I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z and the endless Buu saga that went for about 8 years. 8 years it went for, the fucking Buu saga. Twisted Pair, there we go, glowing. Thanks, mate. Twisted Pair, that's the one. That was done by Miser. Good work, Miser. You're not here. Svolino Nicholas Potolu, Greek. You must be Greek. Elare, Elastizi. No, that's Arabic. All I know in Greek is lefta, which is money, and apopiso, which means from behind. My friend taught me that a long time ago. Yeah, this one I did. Neanderthal, modern human, Seagal. I think that suits perfectly as well. This was done by Miser as well. Seagal the Destroyer, he called it, which is good. I like that. That's great. Tater Tot and Seagal, 2 peas in a pod. I felt like this was obviously Photoshop, but the head was a bit big, but, you know, I had to cover, I don't know whose head. I think it was Putin's head. He's got a big head, Putin. I had to cover it with Tate's. This one I use quite frequently. This is the Seagal. So this is the Seagal universe, the ECU, the extended Seagal universe. We've got our celebrities. I haven't done a celebrity one in a while, since Vin Diesel, actually. I think the latest one was Vin Diesel. I might do The Rock. I don't know, what do you guys think? I might do a Rock video, because he shits me up the wall. He's too likable, which is just fake. It's just way too fake. George Dillman here, obviously, as Superman. You got Nami here. And I can't remember her name. Fanny. That's right. Fan. I might have to update this one soon, though. Put a few new faces on here. Ocean's 11. I took out Brad Pitt because obviously that most handsome man has got to be Seagal. Obviously. I don't know what this one was. I think I was doing tarot reading. I was shit. Ninja Turtle Seagal. I don't know what the fuck that was. This one I made because one of our subscribers sent me a picture of him with a t-shirt on, and he loves it. He loves the Bullshido shirt. I made this myself. Person of the year time. Badass Seagalian. 50% strength. 50% chance of betting 20-year-old. Probably. You like that? I thought it was pretty impressive. I think that, again, this was a while ago. Not the most impressive, but I thought it was all right, you know. Yeah, you're right, GV. Wangy does deserve a spot in the ESU. He does. I think he's earned it tonight with the poll. That's for sure. I want to get to a point where I'm here. So I enjoyed making that back in the day. That one I didn't make. Someone else did that, but I fucking love it because they edited Vlad's eyes and even the mouth to look like he's smiling while Cigar licks him. So whoever did that, that is genius. I can't take credit for that. It wasn't me. This one I did. This was Seagal's Marky Mark, and I cut his head so it fits under the hat as well. Again, rough job, but for some reason, this one I enjoy this one too. I enjoy this one too. I don't know why. It just makes me laugh. That head on that body, it's just ridiculous. Again, this I think was from the underwear picture that I was telling you about before, where Seagal was naked. I think I did a poll about his underwear. Obviously, we know who that is. That's a rock. This must have been from my hard drive. It looks like the file's been fucking corrupted, which is annoying. And this is the latest one I did. This is the one I'm most proud of. I thought this was a pretty good edit, yeah? Like, I spent some time on this one to try and get it as reasonable as possible. Cut the head underneath the hat and everything. I thought this one was pretty good. I even added the Brokeback Bullshido here. Steven Seagal here under Heath. See, I don't know if people notice this, but you got Heath Ledger, Steven Seagal, Anne Hathaway, Michelle Williams, and then Brokeback Bullshido. So I spent a bit of time on that one. But that's the progression. That's my latest one. So if I do it again, I'll spend a bit more time on them now. But yeah, I enjoy doing that. Now, these are some of the ones I found on the internet about Seagal. Right? This is some real shit, some caricatures. These I found funny. I mean, that's pretty accurate. He's got a pretty big nose. I don't know about the chin. What I found amusing about this was a can of Slim Fast, or the bottles of Slim Fast that he's just smacking away. Christ to go. That was amusing to me. So you can buy these things, whatever the fuck they are. We might as well get into that. So they've got these die-cast heads and shit. That's okay. That's another image of Seagal. That's anime Seagal, by the way. That's another image of Seagal. This is a real action figurine, my friends. This is a real action figurine called Raging Police, right? And this one is a real one as well. These are all real ones. I found this on the internet. That was brilliant. Look at this figurine. You can buy this shit. It's got handcuffs, a little walkie-talkie. I'm guessing that's a dildo for Seagal. Probably a box of cookies in this one. And then a gun. Brilliant, right? And another one. So people must be 3D printing this shit. I don't know what they're doing. The hairline's interesting on this one. I like that. I haven't actually. What about? You can't see the hairline of that one. The hairline. They've nailed it. You can buy these die-cast fucking head things. So while I was having a look around on the internet today, I stumbled across this thing for $374. Right, this guy must be smoking crack. Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry, one moment. Let's see the chat at the same time. Sorry, legends. One moment. Oh, you suck. Stop. Now, again, I don't have a spare $400. That's like literally 550 Australian dollars. So I don't have that kind of coin to drop. But if I did, I'd definitely be buying this damn figurine. I mean, Raging Police. Yeah. Comes with a walkie. Look at the walkie-talkie. He can hold it in his hand. He can hold the walkie-talkie in his hand. Look, he's holding the walkie-talkie. It's phenomenal. So, but again, $500. There's another one here. You can buy heads. This is some weird shit, right? I don't know who these people are. I don't know who's 3D printing this shit. Or who gives them ideas. You suck. I don't know who gives them ideas. But this is Seagal's heads, multiple faces of Seagal. When did Seagal ever have blonde hair? I don't know. Anyone else know? Yeah, you're right, Jan. It is a deal. These heads. I don't know when he had blonde hair. That's great. $60 US for a bunch of little bobblehead Seagal, little, I don't know, figureheads. People sell this shit. There's another figurine here for sale. This one's for sale for, I don't know how much, $100 US. Well used. See, this guy says well used. What do you reckon he's doing with it? Well used. Has he been playing with it? I don't know. I don't know what that means, well used. You can buy a head, just his neck up. Just his neck up for $20. Neck up. It's a bit psychotic, just having a head of somebody. What are you gonna put it on? Like a toothpick or something? I don't even know what that is. I guess you probably color it yourself or something. This one I want, because I want to know, I'm assuming that in these pockets, we got cookies, a few birthdays that have been snatched, some young girls stuffed in there, maybe some chairs, fold up chairs that they can just unload. Fully stocked Seagal. So that's, yeah, figurines. That's what I saw right there. Is the hair detachable? It might very well be detachable. It might very well be. Oh shit. I found that amusing. All right. What I'm going to do for you now, because I'm going to take a quick toilet break. So bear with me a moment. I'm going to play the Marshall Camp. Actually, no, we're going to talk about the Marshall Camp. But in the meantime, I'm just going to let something play in the background of Seagal breaking bones, because I need to take a pee break, and I don't want you guys to sit there doing nothing. So we'll just put a compilation of Seagal breaking people's asses, and I'll be back in like a minute. I'm just going to take a lavatory break. Legends. Okay. I don't know how long that goes on for, but it goes on for a while. I don't know what the number is, but it's huge. Now, what I wanted to talk about was the Marshall Camp. Yeah, someone said let's go to the Marshall Camp. So this is how it works. Ready? You can get a shared room. If you're looking for a comfortable and affordable way to experience the Marshall Camp, our twin room accommodation is perfect for you. Perfect option. You'll be sharing your room with one other participant, which means so you don't even get to share the room with someone you know. It's just some stranger. You're being chucked in a room with another stranger. Each twin room comes with 2 comfortable twin-size beds. You don't even get a fucking double bed or a fucking queen bed. A private terrace, ensuite bathroom. We have all the amenities you need to make your stay as comfortable. You get Wi-Fi, air conditioning, big blah, 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 blah. And it only costs $3,390 per person. So each one of these dickheads is paying. So this room here and the camp for 2 people that don't know each other is $6,780 US. $6,780 US for two strangers to go and watch the shit that I just showed you on that video. Really? And someone said to me, "Why don't I go?" Well, that's why I'm not going, because I don't have a spare for it. Now, if I were at the point where I would recoup my my expenses on that in terms of video income, I'll do it. But yeah, if you're looking for a private suite, so you get your own one, you're paying an extra what? Why would you not pay an extra $250 just not to not be with another fucking idiot? Like, you pay $250 and you're in your own goddamn room. Why would you want to stay with another dickhead? After, mind you, it's up another $500 though. So after the 1st of September, it goes up to $4,140. Bring a friend. So if you bring a friend and you share a room, wow, it's $3,190 each if you just share a room with a friend. So this is not including flights. This is just accommodation, which you can, it looks nice. It's okay. You can find a place in Thailand for $100 a night. That would be swank. So, and that's Australian dollars, not even US. You might find a place for $70 US. That would be decent. Yeah, call it 100 US. So you're paying 700 US in accommodation a week, and you're paying the other $1,500 US to watch these schmucks. That is what's included. You get 50 hours of intensive internal martial arts training under the instruction of five world-class, sorry, I shouldn't disrespect them, 5 world-class teachers. The event package includes 14 days. Oh, so you get 2 weeks. All right, so that's okay. Okay, so the hotel only costs you about the actual course is probably only about $1,500 US. It's not too bad. You're paying $100 US every day, and you get to go to organized excursions to an elephant sanctuary and a bunch of temples that you can do for free. So, yeah. These are all the guys. We saw Razzie. I didn't talk about Nima King because he actually does Wing Chun, and some of his stuff may be practical to some extent, but he wasn't worth mocking. Dennis Wang, I didn't see him. He wasn't an option for me. He must be coming this year. I believe he's the brother of H.H. Wang. We saw Yappy before. He's now wearing glasses because he's fucking way older than that. Same as Wangy. Wangy's got glasses too. No hair. Looks like Drew Carey. So these are old photos. Even Dickie here. Dickie is with our mate Kieran here, the host of this shit. Dickie looks like he's about 20 years younger too. All these guys look like these photos are from 20 years ago. Elastic Force Qi Gong. Huang Sheng Xian Lineage Tai Chi. Oh yeah. Hanyang Medical Qi Gong. Pranadynamics and some 5 ancestors Shaolin Kung Fu. So, probably not going to happen. Oh, let's hear what an attendee has to say about this, because it's important we know what the attendees think, and let's lend some legitimacy to this.
I'm Mark Sabin from the U.S. I live in New York, and I just spent 2 weeks in Thailand.
So before we get into this guy, Mark Sabin flew all the way from New York to spend 2 weeks with these fuckwits in Chiang Mai learning bullshit. But let's hear what he has to say. Let's not mock and deride. Let's watch.
At the Marshall Camp.
Let's keep an open mind, my friends.
And had an extraordinary experience. It was a great time with 5 really amazing internal instructors, and anybody who has an opportunity to take advantage of doing this. First of all, the environment is great. The people are fabulous. The food was good. The accommodations were great. And we had an absolutely wonderful time.
Hi, my name is Simon. I'm from Germany, and I followed.
This motherfucker went from Germany to Thailand to watch this shit for some reason.
Kieran, the martial man, for about 3 years on YouTube, and now got the great and not one-time experience to take part in the martial camp. And there was not one day where I had an overwhelming...
Whoa! He's learning how to dance and push people. Watch this shit.
Day where I had an overwhelming experience that I cannot explain, but just had to feel it. And it's a mind and body-changing experience for the last 14 days. If you ever have the chance to join in this camp, do it.
Yeah. So if you ever have a chance to blow $3,500 US on some stupid shit, do it, guys. Do it. It's genuinely changed this guy's life. Old Sven Rans, what's his name? Fucking Simon Schmidt here. Old Schmitty. He changed his life. Fuck you, Schmidt. Go back to Oktoberfest, you douche.
To join in this camp, do it.
Hi, my name's Steve Reniff. I come from Jersey and the Channel Islands,
Where the fuck is Jersey in the Channel Islands?
in England and France.
This motherfucker doesn't even come from a country. He comes from like a little area between countries. This fucker doesn't even have his own. He's in a channel and shit.
And
How does someone who lives in wherever the fuck obscure place this guy lives find out about the Marshall camp? I just don't get exactly glowing. Exactly. Good point, glowing. How does this douchebag even find out about this?
I'd just like to give a big thank you to Kieran for all his hard work in assembling such a great group of internal martial arts masters to impart their knowledge to a fantastic group of people that I've met here and made several friends with.
Now, he said he's made several friends. Now, what do you reckon the chances are that he probably doesn't have many friends already as it is? I'm not judging him. Don't piss off the Germans. I'm just thinking, what are the chances are that old Stevie Ranson here from the channels or wherever the fuck he's from doesn't have any, like, he's made new friends. You mean you've met a bunch of other dickheads that buy into the same bullshit that you do? That's what you've made. Look, you're formed a bond. There's nothing wrong with that. Bonds are important in life. I don't think people should be alone, but find some real friends that have your best interest at heart, mate. Not other schmucks like you.
Friends with. The knowledge that we've gained over this couple of weeks has been exceptional. From all 5 masters, it's been some real eye-opening stuff that I have to take back to Jersey. It's been a real pleasure to be here.
You know what's funny? If this guy here were to do that to me, right, he'd try and push me around like that. I think I'd just literally just leg sweep him. I think I'd just trip him over to the floor. That's it. Just do a bit of a just a bit of a takedown.
It's been some real eye-opening.
I certainly would not allow that to happen. I would swing my right arm, pull my right arm back, and ragdoll this bitch to the floor. That's what I'd do. Now, again, most of these guys aren't, 120 odd kilos, so it's not fair. But Marky Raz is a big boy. That's why he can get away with pushing these little dweebs around.
Stuff that I have to.
Eddie Butura, thanks for coming, my friend. We're probably going to finish up within the next hour, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, this is Cliff, mate. I've already said many times it's a complete joke. It's ridiculous. These guys, in the current economic climate, how are these blokes got $3,500 to piss away on this shit? Like, what are they doing?
Take back to Jersey. It's been a real pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Tarja Matthews. I'm Malaysian Chinese, but I live in the UK. So I urge you all to come and experience this wonderful.
All right, so this bitch flew all the way from the UK, all right, to get suckered like the other dickwads that are in there, all the other fucking stooge men. She decided to be one of the select few females, besides Giraffe Lady, who came here to blow their money on this shit. Max, $3,500, mate. $3,500 is the baseline to get in there for 2 weeks or whatever it is. $3,500 to learn this shit and accommodation, and you go to some elephant park as well. So it's not a total loss, mate.
Camp
Samantha, that's low blow, but funny.
That Kieran has organized. The food is great, and I met a lot of new friends, and most of all, I had a whale of a time, so you need to come and experience it.
So these people are all bragging about the food. I'm not paying $3,500. I can buy local fucking Thai food for $3 down the road. Yeah, I can buy a bottle of bloody bourbon for $15 Australian. This is Australian dollars, not even US dollars. I can buy food for $2 US and alcohol for less than $10 US at the local. So what do I need this shit? Food. I don't need. I can make friends anywhere. I don't need to pay $3,500 to make friends. Did she get a root? Well, Funky, it depends on if Yappy was around. If Yappy was around, he roots, so she probably did.
I had a whale of a time, so you need to come and experience it
for
yourself.
Do we really?
If you haven't come to this camp, you haven't lived.
Let's just pause it there. This lady just said, if we haven't come to this camp, we haven't lived. So if you haven't paid $3.5K to be scammed by a bunch of stooges, but you get decent food and you get to go to an elephant camp and they give you an apartment a room that you can rent for cheaper. Take it easy, Glowing. Good to see you, my brother. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it, my friend. We'll see you soon, my man. Tuber Boy, good to see you, brother. Real Tuber Boy. Good to see you, my friend. Costa Hopper, legend. How are you? You know, your last comment was, I wrote to you. One of your comments was hidden by YouTube. I don't know why, but your last comment was hidden by YouTube. Join us at the next event. Chiang Mai, Thailand. Wow. So, yeah. What's this guy doing? I don't want to see what does this guy have to say? 1 minute. It's a minute and a half. We'll watch him. It's only a minute and a half.
Hi, my name is Jerry Wong. We just finished 2 weeks at the Marshall Man camp. And while I appreciated the breadth and depth of the information that was presented, the best part was the openness that the teachers were with their art. And that's more than you can expect. Them sharing their knowledge and their experience and really their openness and opening their hearts and knowledge to us over the last 2 weeks. So it was a wonderful experience. Thank you, Kieran, for setting all this up.
Hi, my name's Joel. I'm from the U.S. This is my first time at Marshall.
You ever notice that a lot of these people look like they have probably self-confidence issues, self-esteem issues, looking for a need to belong, something like that?
And first time training any martial arts. It was a great experience, great people, and a lot of great deep teaching that I hope to take home and practice as well. And a lot of the teachers were very open with what they were teaching. No secrets were held back, so I really enjoyed the time overall.
Hi, I'm Andy. I've been watching the Martial Man for a long time. I've seen a lot of the internal arts, and I came here to learn more. I came with a slightly skeptical mind, to be honest. I didn't want to join the cult, but I have seen a lot. I've learned a lot, not only from the teachers, but the people around me, and they're a wonderful bunch of people. So thank you very much, Kieran.
This bloke had the balls to say he was skeptical. He didn't want to join the cult, but now he's joined the cult. So they got you, mate. They got you. That's what happened. They got you.
I have seen a lot. I've learned a lot. I didn't want to join the cult, but I have seen a lot. I've learned a lot. Not only from the teachers around me, and they're a wonderful bunch of people. So thank you very much.
I mean, can we just look at this moment here right now? See how he's got his hands there, and Yappy's doing something to push him away. I'll tell you what I'd do in this situation. I would either release my left or right hand, and I'd give him a smack to the head, and that would be the end of it. Or I would pull him in and headbutt him to the face, and that is the end. And that's the end of it. Am I being an idiot? Like literally. See you, Jan. Thanks for coming, brother. Always good to see you, my man. See you next week. Yeah, just a simple headbutt to the face, and Yappy's breaking his glasses, and he's on the floor. I mean, I just don't get it. It's just ridiculous.
They're a wonderful bunch of people. So thank you very much, Kieran, for giving me the opportunity to come.
This all sounds genuine. It all really sounds genuine to me. So that's a martial camp. I mean, like I said, hopefully if things change in the next 3 or 4 months or 5 months, and I can afford to go, I would love to go to film it, to be honest with you, but it is pretty damn steep. If there's a way I could buy a ticket without having to stay, I could fucking sort out my own accommodation and just pay for the ticket, that would be great. But it looks like they're doing an all-inclusive, ripping people off wherever possible kind of package. So, yeah. Who's this guy? Shaolin Temple. So a guy from Shaolin Temple in Europe came here. I can see it on YouTube. I have access to many different types of knowledge. Blah, blah, blah. You're all just fucking... there's a guy from Australia. Fucking Don Cluer. Doesn't sound very Australian, mate. You feel incredibly blessed to have attended the Marshall camp. It was an actual joy. Blah, blah, blah. Each teacher had a unique approach. They all scam me. I'm a moron. Too much money, no sense. Anyway, that's the basic gist of that shit right there. So the Marshall camp is fucking ridiculous. And yeah, that was a bit of fun for the video. But that was from 2024. So everyone usually says that Bullshido is old footage. Well, today we went with some, the most recent video was new school footage. Let's call it that. All right. Now, what is it? Oh, shit, it's almost, what is it? Almost 2 a.m. 2 a.m. No, 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? 1 a.m. my time. All right. All right. We're going to watch, I got one more thing I want to watch. Is Dino still here? Dino, you still here or are you gone? I really just want to. This feels like the Bullshido version of Amway. Yeah, it is, Costa Hopper. It basically is. Now, how many of you were aware and know about the How many of you know about the star, the walk? What is it? The star on the Walk of Fame, or whatever the fuck it is in Hollywood, the Hollywood star bullshit. Yeah, you guys know about that, obviously, outside that Chinese whatever theater. Well, most Hollywood people, because they're losers, just have one star. But our revered master and Lord, he has been immortalized somewhere else in his native land of Russia. And I happen to have come across footage. See, this is the level of dedication, by the way, Seagalians, that I bring to this table. My half-assed dedication. I search for things in Russian. I'm literally searching for shit in Russian. I go to Google Translate. I type some shit in Russian, in English. I get the Russian version, and then I look for it. So the big man was, look, as you can see here, he's in the background. You can see them. He's walking up there in the background. They got a big-ass red carpet for the big man. I'm going to play this for you while I go have a quick cigarette. I'm going to play this. It's 4 minutes. I'm going to play it, and then we'll come back and we'll go through and talk about it. But just enjoy. This is Kev, this is from, mate, July 10th. So 7 days ago, Kev. This is hot off the presses, mate. Hot off the presses. I bring you guys the latest cigar shit. This is no joke. That video I showed before, by the way, which the one where he talked about Aikido, whatever it was. Where is it? Here?
So what I try to do is end it before it begins. So what I do when he punches,
so that was from literally 4 days ago. Now this video here is from about 6 days ago. Like I said, mate, this is where you come to for all the important news in the world, all the important Seagalian news. You come here. Bam. All right. I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna have a quick smoke. I thought it was gonna be Marshall Camp Stephen Scabwell. He's doing his own walking. He is doing his own walking, mate. He is doing well put, Cav. He is doing his own walking. Check it out. Enjoy. By the way, before we get into his speech, by the way, yeah, you're right, Atia. Good to see you, by the way. Before I get into it, that song that was being played in the background, I'll play it for you again, is called Boogeyman. That was written by Seagal and some other dude. I think it's recent. So I'll have to get hold of that one for you guys as well. But enjoy. Listen, the Boogeyman.
Рада вас всех видеть, приветствовать. Со мной рядом стоит действительно мой друг, легенда мирового шоу-бизнеса, кинематографа, потрясающий музыкант, мастер айкидо. Стивен Сигал, дамы и господа. Для нас, для семьи, большая честь сегодня возложить очередную звезду уникального артиста, уникального актера. What I said is it's a great honor to be with the biggest star, in your honor, that will remain on this walk of fame for many, many decades, maybe hundreds of years, as long as we're alive, thousands of years, along with some legendary people like Muslim Magamayr, England Humperdinck, and many more. And I want to thank you for your friendship, for always being with me for the past 10 years that I've known you. It's an honor. If you'd say a few words, we'll be grateful. I'd just like to say I want to thank Lawman so much for bringing me here, not only today, but having me as his brother in life for the last 10 years, including me in so much of the special things that he does. And I'm also very, very grateful for...
I gotta stop it there because of the comments. He's looking as impressive as ever. Holy shit, his arms went crossed when the vid started. Seagal stopped the war. I wonder if the Russians love Seagal the way the French love Jerry Lewis. He's in his fighting stance, yep. Good to see you, Kat. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. All that walking, I don't think it's definitely a double. It's definitely a. But look at that hair. You're right, Cliff. That hair is magnificent. He's big in Belarus and Mongolia too. His wife is Mongolian. No, his wife is actually a Mongolian. She used to perform in some theater, I believe, or some national theater or national performance. He basically just waddles everywhere. He couldn't wait to get the fuck out of there and hit the buffet. Okay. All right. Can I turn it up? I can turn it up. All right, I'll start the speech again. Sorry, it wasn't loud enough. I'll start the speech again. Well, when Seagal gets a mic, anyway. I don't care what the Russian dude's saying. He's saying a bunch of shit. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, here we go. All right, Big Daddy's got the mic. Big Daddy's got the mic. Big Daddy's got the mic now.
I'd just like to say I want to thank Lawman so much for bringing me here, not only today, but having me as his brother in life for the last 10 years, including me in so much of the special things that he does.
Can we just appreciate how he just has one hand on his gut and then he coughs? He just keeps one hand on his gut. Yeah, exactly. Danielle Clark. Exactly. He's petting his belly.
And I'm also very, very grateful for the creativity that he brings forth in my life. We were able to do a really cool song together called Boogeyman.
He is fiddling with his belly, though. Has anyone noticed that? Look at his left hand. He's tickling his own belly.
And I've been able to play with him a few times, which meant a lot to me.
I imagine he's pregnant and he's just reassuring his baby that he's all right.
Many more to come. I think that, like father, like son, they say, and Others took something that was really just nothing and turned it into one of the greatest, entertainment and, Vegas and all these different places were absolutely amazing and turned it into one of the most celebrated places in the Moscow region, where probably by now over 1 million people have gone there. And Yemen is now doing that here. There was nothing here but a few houses and some sand at one point. And you look at this now, it's turning into a real metropolis, a real paradise at one point. And you look at this now, it's turning into a real metropolis, a real paradise for everyone. And I hope you will have the same gratitude towards me that I do for all of what he's doing. I'm really impressed. Mr. Seagal, ladies and gentlemen, now is the moment we get to reveal the star of the superstar. Time. Put on the one guy. Let's check this out.
Wow. Yeah.
Your round of applause, please. June 10th, 2024. Steven Seagal, Seabreeze Walk of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, давайте услышим ваши аплодисменты. Спасибо.
So, again, this is from like a week ago, yeah? So, that's about as recent as it gets. Lark Bark, good to see you, my friend. 2023 Rising, good to see you. Where did I find the interview where he gets something to... If you go to YouTube, who was it that asked me that? DB. Go to YouTube. I'll show you now. This is what I do. I spread the information to people. Jimmy Carter. Seagal interview. All right. Jimmy Carter, I don't know who this guy is. He did a few interviews with Seagal, like three interviews. And it's in this one. This is the one where he says it, the Life and Under Siege one. It's actually near the start, so if you want to get it, you can find it. But yeah, mate, I've got that much Seagal shit. I actually have to buy another external hard drive. I'm running out of hard drive stuff. Free Rain Voltaic, you made it, but I'm not gonna lie, the end is coming soon. The end is coming soon to the stream. You made it before the end, but you're a little bit late. I do like to go sometimes just to YouTube and just type in Steven Seagal, right? And then what I do is I go to see what's recently uploaded, and I see what's most recently uploaded. Mr. GG, I don't really know him, but I know he's got a lot of followers. He did a movie review. I think he did a movie review. I don't really know too much about this guy.
Advisor, or better yet, just don't use this shot. Just use this one, the other one you shot of the bike. This is actually a pretty primo foreshadow for the movies.
Do any of you guys know this guy? I don't know who this guy is, but he's got like 996,000 followers, so he's obviously must be a funny dude or something. But he did a review about China Salesman, which is what I'll be doing soon as well. Space Ice did a review recently on a Seagal movie. But I like to see what's been happening with Seagal recently. This is 5 days ago, apparently, so... He's not... The title is called Shihan's 7th Dan Steven Seagal Training with Makiwara, which is that pad thing, right? That fucking board. He's not doing shit. He's just at the fucking Baku, Azerbaijan at the Sea Breeze Resort. He's not doing shit with the Makiwara. Sitting. I mean, that I believe. Sitting on his ass. Definitely I believe that. Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean, say what you will about the man, but he still commands a presence. He has a presence and he commands attention. People follow him around. There's cameras there. Well, one camera. There's one camera there. People care, which is more than we can say about, I can say about myself. No one's following me around me. No one's following me around with a fucking camera. You got any cookies? So I like to see what people are up to nowadays. So this guy's done a movie review. Got 152,000 views in one day. That's not bad. Considering I got like 5,000. True Justice. That's coming in soon as well. Again, these aren't necessarily new. See, this guy here, I don't know who he is. This is what I mean about certain channels, yeah? This guy's got 432,000 subs, yeah? Which is literally more than 10 times what I have. He released this video 2 days ago. He's got 1,000 views, which is less than I get in literally a couple of hours. So it's very strange. I don't know how all this works. But this guy's just got he's got a clip of Seagal interviewing with Michael Chiavan, I think his name is, Chivoli or something, which is old.
And finally it happened. Steven Seagal got busted lying about Bruce Lee. He made
So that's old. Again, I'm looking for new shit. I want to see new shit about Seagal, yeah? So I often go and type things in different languages, like Russian. Sometimes I do Chinese. I saw this the other day. I saw this earlier today. The power of Seagal's kick. Ready? So that guy's got a stiff leg, and Seagal's kicking him with his toe in the fucking foot. Of course, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt no matter who it is. So, yeah, I always look for new Seagal content. People, there's a lot of movie reviews out there of Seagal. I don't know who this guy is. BBT Reaction. I've never heard of this guy. But there's a lot of interest in the big man out there. Steven Seagal gave Tristan Tate Lemon. Oh, God, here we go.
It was gifted by Steven Seagal, the 1980s action movie hero. That's right, the one and only. If you don't know who Steven Seagal is, shame on you. And honestly, it's limited edition and one of the finest cigars I've ever smoked. Not just because it comes from Mr. Seagal, because it's actually a top quality one. And if you can somehow meet Steven Seagal and gift you a cigar, it's going to be amazing. But I probably won't have it.
I love how listen to these guys talk and pander and just pop around like they're fucking heroes. Like they must be like the worst human beings ever. Honestly, these guys must be. Maybe to each other they're great, but just line them up in a group of just people with morals and some sort of compass in life, ethical compass in life, and these guys just fall by the wayside.
Hey, what's your name?
Power strut. Let's see what the power strut is. Oh, yeah, I've got this clip. This is from a while ago, but he does look very waddly here. Power strut. I like that power strut. That's the one we saw before. Yeah, so these guys. There's quite a lot of Steven Seagal. For a dude who hasn't done anything in a while, Steven Seagal helps me find my keys. What the fuck is this? Okay, I recognize that.
Oh, hey, Steve. Thanks for dropping by, man. It's actually really nice to see you. I'm not having a really good day here. I lost my...
Dennis Reynolds. Does anyone watch... By the way, does anyone watch Sunny in Philadelphia here? Are any of you guys Philadelphia fans? Off topic. I know it's off topic. But fucking Dennis Reynolds, a golden god. He's a great. All right. Let's see what's going on. Oh, yeah. I saw this, by the way. I was looking through YouTube earlier, and I saw Steven Seagal hair plugs, right? 4.2 rating, 7 in stock. I didn't click on it. No, I probably should have, but I thought this was fucking hilarious. Is that the famous Chinese Bucky thing? Kind of over it. Definitely don't answer back and first to talk shit. Sigma male. Power order. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant now. Yeah, exactly right, Rad Guy. Don't come too hard. I like that. I love when you guys reference shit that's said in the movie in my videos. It's great. He paints his hair on. I'd love to see that though. I don't know what it is, but I'd love to see it. You can clearly tell, right? You got thickness going on here, darkness, and then whatever's happening on top here is just not the same. I mean, yeah, it's just not the same. All right, my friends. I think we're at 2 hours now. I might call it. We'll have a bit of a chat now for a couple of minutes before we go. If there's anything you guys want me to look up, let me know. Otherwise, we might call it an end because I do have to get up in about 4.5 hours. Unfortunately, it's not your problem. Hey, there we are. Look at me. I'm up there. Steven Seagal. So if we type in Steven Seagal now on my algorithm, the first thing that comes up shows how to fight off multiple opponents. 2.1 million views, and then you got Jesse Encamp, who seems like a nice guy, but literally fell for Seagal's bullshit. Read our reviews. I like his Photoshop that he does here with Seagal's head. What movie is this from?
So after last week's episode, I really got to wonder just how much of a show, with his own name in the title, mind you, is Steven Seagal actually in. And today's episode is absolutely...
So this is True Justice, I'm guessing, right? This must be True Justice. Exit wounds. See, Space Ice. See, this is what I mean. Space Ice, right? He's got like so you watched the GV, did you? Okay, great. Life and Times of Tim is a great show. Once you get into it, I really think, given that you guys are a little bit fucked up like me with your humor, I reckon you might enjoy it. Lark Bark, what are you retracting messages for? What's going on? Yeah, Life and Times of Tim's interesting. If you all haven't seen it, I suggest you check it out. It's a very strange cartoon. Tim. It's a very strange and poorly drawn cartoon, but film quote from the Seagalian Bible. Which one? I will snatch every motherfucker birthday. Yeah, everyone loves Space Ice, my friend. Everyone loves Space Ice, but I highly recommend you guys give this show a bit of time if you're interested in quirky shit like Philadelphia and those kind of things. I suggest you watch your show. It's actually really hilarious. Yeah, I don't often recommend shows that I think are funny, but that is Steven Seagal's mask. I saw this video, by the way. It is twisted, naughty humor. I mean, literally the first episode, his girlfriend and his in-laws come home to find him with a prostitute in his house. So it's an interesting one. Like I said, if you've got a bit of time and you're looking for something different, give it a crack. Let me know what you think. If you like it or don't like it, I'd be interested to know. GV said he liked it, so I appreciate that. You obviously got a similar fucked up humor to me, which is great. Kathy and Kim is a totally different humor, Noam Chomsky. I didn't really like that. I wasn't a huge fan of that kind of humor. For me, the Life and Times of Tim, it's the character building, the awkwardness of the situations, the fact that he's a sociopath, but still kind of comes across as a nice, quiet guy, but he's a lunatic. It's a really smart show. Definitely worth looking for. I don't know what the Big Les is, but try it out, Destructors. Let me know what you think. The Life and Times of Tim is an interesting one. They only did 2 or 3 seasons, and unfortunately, it got one of those. It's one of those shows where it got more of a cult following after it finished than before. But it is a great show. Sent you a couple of photos on Facebook. How did you send me photos on Facebook? How did you even add me? You found me already. Okay, now. Oh, I'll do it next time. But I'm looking for a good time on YouTube. Everyone's looking for a good time on YouTube. This was a video, by the way, of Seagal. 497, 84,000 views. Steven Seagal, 7th Dan, and his teacher Hiroshi Irosama. And what's funny about this is, no, I haven't seen Big Les. What's Big Les? Is it about lesbians or a guy called Les? The Big Les show. All right, the Donnie and Clarence show. I'll check it out. It's not mainstream, Joshua. It's not mainstream at all. That's the thing. Most of you have never even heard about it. Dovey, send it to my email. If you go to the channel, my email is well, I'll send you my fucking email. It'll be easier than just telling you what it is. There, send it there. Larry Dickham. Can't say I've ever heard of Larry Dickham. No, what's Larry Dickham? Larry Dickham sounds like a fucking porno. Did I spell it right? No, Larry Dickham. Okay, E-M. What is this shit?
Okay, Larry Dick, we're here today to teach you guys, specifically the fathers, a lesson today on how to properly receive your Father's Day gift. That's assuming that you is a father of a child or other species of animal.
What the fuck is this shit?
Now, typically Father's Day, the fathers be getting some bullshit gifts. We all know it. We all see it. We just sit there on the couch and smile and be like, happy times, whatever. I'm going to show you today how to properly use the gift that you might get on Father's Day. Let's say you get something such as something useless as a stepladder. Now, a stepladder can be used if you get it because you plan on fixing some shit that you probably have broke around the house. But if somebody else give it to you, that means they want you to fix some shit that they done broke. So what you do is you take this step ladder and you say, "Oh, this is such a nice gift. I surely appreciate this." But in all the meantime, you planning on taking this step ladder at a 95-degree angle and you wrap this motherfucker around their head or whoever gave it to you. How dare
It's not bad. It's all right. I'll give it to him. Undercover Cop and Black Dynamite. You know what I was thinking of doing a movie review on is this movie. I don't know if you guys know. Obviously, you guys might know Samurai Cop, but I mean some of the lines in this movie are just fucking hilarious. Like this.
Are you Fujiyama? What does katana mean? It means Japanese sword.
I don't know if you all know about Samurai Cop, but that might be on a. I mean, okay, I'll play this. Has anyone seen Samurai Cop or not? By the way, I can't be bothered doing a poll right now because I'm too tanked for that shit. But have you guys seen Samurai Poll or not? The second one too. Okay, so some of you have. I might do a movie review on this. If y'all want me to do a movie review on this after Neil Breen, give me a 1 in the comments. I'm gonna go for a quick lavatory break.
Oh, it's up and ready. You just keep it warm.
It's warm and ready.
They call him Samurai. He speaks fluent Japanese. What does katana mean?
It means Japanese sword.
Hey, man, watch it. Watch it. Oh, man.
Doesn't interest me. Nothing there.
Nothing there? Just exactly what would interest you? Something the size of a jumbo jet?
You son of a bitch! Come back here, you motherfucker!
Yeah, so this movie is like one of the worst fucking movies, but it's going to be great. It's going to be great. He does have great hair. There's a clip where literally the woman talks about like fucking him or something. It's very strange. It's a really strange movie. I mean, points for special effects. This is old school special effects here.
We gotta do something, man. You got the blade. Get the fire stick.
That's great. Kudos to the guy who filmed this guy. He's just looking around.
So you're the infamous boss of this shit katana gang, huh?
That dude I recognize as a bad guy in a lot of shitty ass movies. Fucking great. This is great.
I want him dead. I want his head cut off and brought here. I want his head on this piano. Got that?
I will bring you his head and I will place it on your piano.
Ah. I can already tell that this fight sequence, by the way, one moment. One moment. Sorry. Hold on a minute. It's going to be an epic fight scene. The wig comes off.
Nakamura is here, then we'll arrest him. We'll have a solid case against the Katana gang for hiring 4 assassins to kill a policeman.
No, it's not a it's not a Heath Ledger movie. It's about the Lions. The Lions. Anyone seen the movie about the Lions or not?
On the other hand, if it's the wrong house, then we'll apologize to the owner.
Have you been circumcised?
Yeah, I have. Why?
Well, your doctor must have cut a big portion of it off.
No, he was a good doctor.
Good doctors make mistakes too. That's why they buy insurance.
Hey, don't worry. I got enough. It's big.
I want bigger.
Hey, I have,
I mean, that itself is just a quality scene right there. Just right here.
God, and look what they've done to my car. Captain Roman's gonna burn my ass. Yeah, he's gonna burn it. Charcoal black. It is black. Right on.
Right
Tell
on.
these son of a bitches that we respect the Japanese of this country who are honest businessmen. And yeah, this is the land of opportunity for legitimate business, not for death merchants who distribute drugs to our children through schools and on the streets. Now I'm telling these motherfuckers that if they continue killing our children to make their precious millions that they deposit in their secret Swiss...
This guy's giving like a Steven Seagal, was it Fire Down Below kind of his speech, you know?
bank accounts. Counselor, before your lawsuit even gets off the court clerk's desk, I'll have their stinking bodies in garbage bags and ship them back to Japan for fertilizer. Got it? And you too.
What the fuck?
Who's going to answer to Captain Roma on this? You. Shit, man. You burned my ass. You don't have to worry about that. It's already, yeah, I know. It's already black, huh? This time he probably cut my dick too, huh?
You better come to my house before you report to the captain.
For what?
Let's use it before you lose it.
So this is just some blatant sexual innuendo, all sorts of dirty shit before PC came along. This is how shit was done. Ah, the good old days. The good old days.
We have some problems in the police department. We have several new enemies.
Tiny feet. It's great.
There's Captain Roma, Lieutenant Washington, Andrew Johnson, Peggy Lee Thomas, and this
I mean, that motherfucker does have small feet, yeah? Like, he's got some tiny ass feet.
kid they call the Samurai Cop, Joe Marshall.
Most important is Captain Roma. We buy him, the others don't matter.
See you later.
Bye.
Oh. It's actually funny. See that they zoom in on a line when I was just talking about Raw, and then they zoom in on a line. Oh.
Why did you come under? I'm an undercover cop.
Hey, preacher.
Yeah.
You and I got nothing to do. Let's fuck.
So literally, the whole movie is women just being dirty slappers the whole way. This is what people thought about writing parts for women in the 1990s, eh?
Shut up.
Cliff, good to see you, my friend. Have a good night, my man. I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming.
By the way, what's an all-American girl like you doing with a geek like this? to see you in court.
Your sentiment always gets in the way of your intelligence.
No, not the black guy.
It's your turn now, Doc. Say sayonara.
Frank, all right, man? Yeah.
I mean, is he at least going to explain that he has a vest, or is he just going to get up and walk away?
He was smart in every way, except one thing. What's that? With all his money and success, he's not as smart as I am. To do what? Well, a bulletproof vest, man.
Oh, yeah, that's cute. All right, so what? Ah, that's wrong. That's the wrong spelling. So there was a movie called Raw, right? So those of you that don't know, this is from the 80s, all right? I don't know why it says 2015. It had Melanie Griffith in this movie. She actually had her face cut. She actually has a scar on her face because of this. Because this guy, whoever this lunatic was, decided to make a movie with a bunch of, well, you'll see. You'll see. Now, this was a movie. This was a legit movie that was made, by the way, in a what you might call not so controlled environment. And this is all true.
This is Charlie. Wow. And you gotta watch out.
By the way, if y'all get a chance to watch this movie, I think it's on YouTube for free. The black dude in this, right, is literally shitting his pants in every scene. You can see it. There's no acting here. It's genuine. This white dude here, the hippie-looking dickhead, is the guy who decided to make this movie. But fucking Will, thanks for coming, my brother. See you next time, my friend. Have a good day. Nope. Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with you, Marky. It takes balls, but very limited brain power, though.
Dr. Theory. Okay? It's just playing, I'm telling you. But you got cat. The cat's got a little extra. That's all. Oh.
This is all real. This guy ends up with blood and shit, but this is just watch.
Wow. Wow. Are you okay? Wow. Crazy. Wow. I gotta go help your uncles. They're killing each other.
These are not controlled animals, by the way. These are not trained animals. This is just his little whatever the fuck.
Stop it! Stop it!
Yeah, this dickhead decides it's a good idea to get in between two fucking male lions fighting. I mean, well, I'm hoping it shows it, but there are literal scenes where this guy's covered in blood. Yeah, covered in blood. The family's hiding in cupboards because of lion. Just watch. I can't. We'll finish up after this. Just enjoy this. Now, they're not totally killing him, obviously, right? They're not totally killing him. Yeah, I forgot. There's like a random lion in the mix. Tiger, sorry, tiger. A random tiger. And there's some leopards too, cheetahs. Yeah, it's all. Literally everyone is shitting themselves. Sorry, I meant tiger. Sorry, Quastahopper. Everyone is literally shitting themselves except for that one lunatic. I meant tiger. Sorry, yeah. But look, I don't believe that they were going to kill him, because if they wanted to kill him, they were going to kill him. Yeah. If they wanted to maul them, they'd maul them. But I don't think he has the level of respect that he thinks he has from them. Let's put it that way. Not all of them. Yeah, so this shit is not scripted. Just for the record, none of this shit is scripted. There's no animal handlers going on other than that one dickhead with the beard and the long hair. Yeah, so basically the whole movie, people call this guy to help him because they're scared fucking shitless. I mean, that bloke looked like he had blood on his shoulder, right? Like, he's got blood on him. That's not part of the deal. He's got blood on his head as well. I mean, it's just savage. Everyone's just running for their lives. Fucking great. I mean, every single one of these fuckers is covered in blood, yeah? I guess it's all covered in blood. Where are they?
Oh, what the hell's wrong with you? All you got's a few scratches.
All you got's hey, boys, all you got is a few scratches. This guy's covered in blood. They're carrying another guy around.
You're lucky Togar didn't get you.
Togar. Yeah, Togar's the main dude. He's the best. This guy's the best. Fucking legend. Poor bastard, man. Poor guy. Oh, the black guy's the best. He's the best. They literally grab him by the leg. Just watch this, right? Just watch this.
just getting to know him. It's a little difficult at first.
Yeah, this is the best. They're all hiding now. They're all hiding in cupboards. But the tigers can smell them.
Oh no!
This motherfucker's trying to empty the fridge so he can hide in the fridge. That's how much danger there is. This motherfucker's trying to hide in the fridge. Yeah, you're right, Josh. Can you believe they actually let this shit happen? Somewhere along the way, they let this shit happen. Like, this was legit a movie that happened, starring a Hollywood actress that people know, Melanie Griffith. It's very, very strange. That's a fucking disaster. I don't think they got any insurance. I don't think they had any fucking coverage. I'm pretty sure this was just filmed in the middle of nowhere on their property with like 100 lions running around. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, these people are literally hiding, like they're hiding for their own, like they're fleeing for their own survival, whatever, hiding to survive, while there's lions running around trying to actively open the place where they are. I mean, lions aren't going by a script; they're just doing what their instinct is, which is to seek human flesh. Free reign, take it easy, my friend. Thank you for coming, brother. Yeah, I forgot. This motherfucker brings elephants in too. Nope, wrong one. So basically, whatever animal these guys have, they're just savages. They're just untrained savages. All unscripted, by the way. All unscripted. So So that's Melanie Griffith getting mauled right there by multiple lions.
What's wrong? Hey, what are you doing on the floor?
No, that's not. Sorry, the other lady was. Yeah, her. My bad. My bad. My bad. No, maybe I was right. I can't remember. Why the fuck would anyone sign up to this shit, honestly? It's just like dumping people in an area with wild animals. Well, they're not wild, but still. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Hunters become the hunted. What? Thought someone's chasing the lions. I don't remember this part. I don't remember this part of it. Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. This movie was just fucked. Even he's scared shitless of his own lines. Yeah, so this was a movie that actually was released, and people watched. Let's see what some of the comments are. Her right lower leg flopping unnaturally as the elephant broke it. Oh no shit! She broke her leg. Ah, so she had her leg broken. No, that's true. Good point. It's pretty well known and confirmed that fact that this scene broke her leg, so there's no doubt about that. Oh, damn. There you go. So, shit happens. All right, now before we go, my friends, there's one last thing I just wanted to show you, which is a Steven Seagal figurine live video. I might do a movie review on Raw. I actually, funnily enough, I did a review on that when I first started doing movie reviews. I had a channel called Quick Movie Recap. It was like 3-minute recap of movies, which was a shit idea because you can't do a movie in 3 minutes. Yeah, I know they did. You can raise lions as much as you want, but at the end of the day, it's still a fucking lion, and there's levels to how much you can train things and have them domesticated. Let's put it that way. There's levels to things, like everything in life. There's different levels. But yeah, I did do a movie review on that back in the day. It was horrible, but I might do another one. We'll see. There's a lot of shit going on. There's a lot of things to do. But first, we've got Neil Breen. We'll do Neil Breen first and Samurai Cop before we get into our Raw. But before we go, I just wanted to show a video about some dude who unboxed a Seagal figurine. And the comments I like more than anything else. Awesome, and thanks for showing this figure. Wasn't sure until I saw your clip. I'm a huge Steven Seagal fan, and I grew up with his movies. And I admire his fighting skill, even though not 100% accurate, but will do. I'm buying it now. Cool. I like this figure very much. Nice review, bro. Nice diorama. Blah blah blah. So this is a Seagal figurine. I might buy one of these at some point. We'll see. This is the Raging Police one.
Action figure of
Pretty good facial definition if you look at it, right? It's not bad.
Steven Seagal from his TV Cup series True Justice. So we'll have a quick look at the figure, quick look at the box and the accessories, and see if we can review this badass. Okay. And go. Fairly note it.
I like the hair. Straight off the bat, 100% marks for accuracy. Look at that damn hair.
For his whispering style of acting, all through his career really. You can see early stuff right through Justice TV series.
By the way, I haven't even reviewed one True Justice movie yet, and I don't know how many there are, but there's quite a few. But I haven't had Chin of Justice. Yeah, I love how they got the double chin. You notice how they got the double chin? Usually with action figures, they make him as flattering as possible, but he's got a fucking double chin. Hilarious, brilliant.
It's Seagal in the present, as you can tell by the head sculpt. Not the lean, mean fighting machine that we got in Out for Justice. I'm out for death.
He's having a go. Calm down, mate. All right, calm down. Steven Seagal, body double. Yeah, you're right, Samantha. This guy's having a go at Seagal's physique. What do you mean not the same lean, mean fighting machine? First of all, he was never a lean, mean fighting machine. And secondly, yes, he is still.
All that. So, pretty tough.
Yeah, of course you got a cat, mate.
Yeah, just getting back to the figure, and it's AF008. So it looks like their number in their figures a bit like Hot Toys number there.
Limited edition.
I think they've done was it the Punisher figure, but this is the I think this is the first art figure.
Catch you soon, Humongous. Thanks for stopping by, brother. I'll catch you around. I'll try and make it to your stream if I can.
Figure that I've got. And
but I probably won't because if we got one tonight, because I've got to get up in like 3.5 hours.
There was a little bit of a debate whether the head sculpt was anything at all, but I think in person and
yeah, I like the face. What does it come with? What does it come with though? What does it come with?
Obviously to pad him out. So just a more detailed look at
I like it.
The boots.
His boots, yeah, nice boots.
The joints and stuff like that. It can be like stiffer because it can always get looser over time. If it's loose to start with, then the type of teacher.
Come on. Show me something exciting, mate. I want to see the action.
And stuff like that.
This guy does a 14-minute review on a Steven Seagal figurine. My fucking they don't expect to sell many, that's right, Absolved. My fucking videos go for 14 minutes and I go through a whole movie review. This guy does one figurine, 14 minutes.
No, I think these hands are gonna go away. And
I want to see some shit. What does it come with?
Well, look on the door.
Comes with a doorknob.
You figure with him if you like. That you can use if you want. It's all.
Oh wow.
Feels like that's where I'm describing it. I think that's but.
It's like a crime scene.
That's sort of where the tiles are made out. So I'm sure it's like just a hard plastic sort of thing.
What other fucking accessories, mate? Oh, what was that blade? What's that blade shit?
As tall as yeah.
Fuck blade. Fuck blade.
It's got my deck.
Fuck blade.
I can just keep this like perfect piece box for going around.
Show me his accessories, you douchebag.
Oh yeah. Use them or not is debatable.
Fuck, he's got a magazine for his gun.
Plastic. It's already got a clip in there, and yeah, clip can come out, and it's got an extra clip.
Bullshit.
Nice.
That's awesome. Comes with a barely legal teen. Yeah, you're not wrong, Absolved Soul. The figurine, there's a figurine scene, Richie. I like that. I need to get one of these. Not for 400, not for 500 AUD though.
Which has actually got the little Motorola. Probably won't be able to see it with this camera, but it's got.
That's cute. You get a little walkie-talkie. What's that?
His badge.
Oh, his badge.
Comes with
Yeah, not bad. I don't know. I think I'll have to get one of these eventually. There's a few different. There's a lot of different Steven Seagal figurines out there. I'm not going to lie. I was actually surprised by the amount that were out there. All right, legends. We're coming up to 3 hours. I do have to get up in like 3 hours, 3.5 hours. So I think we'll call it all right. As always, thank you for riding along with me. You're all champions. Whoever's still here. Legends. I've got a new Lawman coming, new Seagal movie review, and then we're going on to Neil Breeny, and then back to Bullshido. But as always, my friends, thank you for sharing a Sunday with me, Sunday night for me. It's been awesome having you in my home and spending my Sunday with you, and as always, you're all champions. Stay awesome, my friends. Thank you kindly. See you later, family. Take it easy, Seagalians. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Stay awesome.